Hello? I have no idea if I'm here now or not. I have no idea if I sat here for too long or not. I have no idea what you're hearing or what you're not. There was a problem with the Virtue's Last Reward. I was alerted of the Yap cooldown a couple of streams ago that people could not hear the first few words whenever I started stream. And so I waited a little while in the Virtue's Last Reward stream for the Yap cooldown. However, there was a problem there too. There was a good, strong 10 seconds of silence where you can kind of see me breathing and getting ready to say words and stuff, where it's like and then just like my guy moving around and stuff. That's uncomfortable. So today I did try to wait a little bit, but not too long. Jury did tell me about just looking at the YouTube website thing, and then maybe that would help. But the problem is that the one in the OBS tab doesn't really work for me like that. So I think I have to go by the one on the website, which means that I have to like window up my OBS view or get ready in a different way. It's not anything huge, but it is just like a minor inconvenience that adds one extra click to my setup process, which, as like a person doing streams or whatever, usually the processes want the process should be as lazy friendly as possible. Also, pre-chat, welcome Jury, Toto, Cyan, Topa, and Jury. Also, thank you for saying goodbye, Tova. Did have some words cut off this stream start, so even then I might not be waiting long enough, which is kind of absurd to me, which maybe means that like I might just start saying like friendly stuff at the beginning of stream, like, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Weather outside, huh? What about that weather? What'd you have for lunch? And that kind of thing at the beginning of stream instead of anything worth hearing. And then that way, the topic will be a lot less intensive. And then whenever people start replying to me, then I know it's safe to talk about whatever's actually important. The Yap cooldown has finally ended and we can finally ult. Starting stream with mic muted and then unmuting after a minute or two. Why would I want to do that? That sounds horrible. Then I'd just be sitting here in awkward silence for a few minutes. And I've talked some trash about starting screens on streams. For me, I'm not a big starting screen fan. I understand that they can help in some way. It makes pre-chat feel a little bit more lively, and everybody can kind of group together as the streamer gets ready, because they probably sat down literally at 6:30 and plan on starting at 6:45. But to me, the pre-stream chat just ends up feeling, or the starting screen rather, I do like pre-stream chats. The starting screen ends up feeling a little awkward, and then sometimes I do click on a VOD on YouTube from whoever, and I sometimes see starting screens going on for like over 20 minutes, and at that point it's just absurd. You should just move forward this stream start time to like 7 p.m. if you're gonna do it like that. But today is Mahjong Soul with the O censored. We like to keep it a little PG here. And I think I'm just going to start with ranked matches. I considered doing a Civ stream today. I really want to do just a very long, extended one game of Sid Meier's Civilization 5, and then just kind of see how that goes, and then I would like never ever play the game again. I used to play the game a little bit in like high school and stuff, but it has literally been 4 years since I've touched the game. So I wouldn't remember how to be very good at it or anything. And also I might get very, very bored and it might be the worst stream of all time. But I do think that it would be worth going for, so I think I might do it in a couple of weeks, but we'll see. It would be a stream that I'd start earlier in the day. I decided last night that I just simply did not feel like waking up for it today. because then I would have to actually make sure that everything's okay and ready and all that kind of good stuff. And also I would have to have topics in mind, but I feel like I've been kind of drained mentally of everything that I want to talk about. So I think I can gather some further life experiences within the next 2 weeks that could maybe be used relevantly during the Sid Meier's Civilization 5 stream. 4 years? Yeah, it's been over 4 years since I've touched that game, which is actually kind of crazy because it does not feel like that long. Either way, we're starting with ranked games. After ranked games, depending on who's here, if there are enough people here for friendly games, we will do friendly games. If there are not, and if anybody is interested, there is potential for ranked duo queue. Otherwise, we will just continue to do ranked games throughout the entirety of the stream, which I don't think there's any problem with that. So we'll have to see. More minning since high school. It's been over 4 years. It's been over 4 years. So we'll just see how things go. I don't think I'm doing South right now, even if I wanted to. There's literally 9 people on. But East is okay. I'm in the final sections, like the final push of Novice. Ideally, I would love to be able to say that I hit Adept by the end of the stream. The commentary on the stream might be a little weaker because honestly, there's very little going on. But otherwise, it'll just be like standard stuff. We're in the South seat and we do have a South. I might remove, well, obviously the West first. It's weird, like, I don't know why, but part of me wants this to go counterclockwise, where I see this guy, and I think that it'll go up here, and then here, and then here, but obviously it's gonna go clockwise, so we'll head this way. Being adept that fast is crazy. I would love to be able to take the compliment. However, I started playing this game in 2020. So technically I do just have like a few years experience of Mahjong Soul, because the origin story for Mahjong for me is I got Yakuza 0. I can't remember if that was late 2019 or early 2020. It might have been early 2020, I want to say. But I got through Welcome Holland, Mahjong. Thank you, Mahjong. But in that game, to do all the side quest stuff, oh, this is odd. What do we have? We might keep the 9 over the 2, and this might give us a little bit more potential depending on what comes around. I might get rid of the South as well, since there's already 2 of these things out, which is a little unfortunate. They're basically useless to me now. But to do all the side stuff in Yakuza 0, you have to do Mahjong. 4, 5, 6 were incredible. I know how to count. So I had to look up how to play the game, and I remember there's the Cyric Z guides for Yakuza 0, which are these big, basically just actual encyclopedias. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. We might get rid of the Dora, but there's already a tile gone. I think we get rid of this and we see if we can make the Dora our pair. So we have 2, 3, 4. We aim for 6, 7, 8, and then hopefully get a 9 as well to be the pair. Although the 6, 6, and 9, 9 could also act as that pair, but I might swap it out for other things. Gotta finish the Virtue VOD. Have fun, good luck, thank you. Have fun watching the Virtue VOD. I think it was a very eventful VOD. I don't blame you for wanting to watch that over Mahjong. I think it's a little more entertaining. You saw my art piece in it, which I was appreciative of. I put a lot of work into the drawings that I craft during the Virtues VODs. 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I switch this out for anything, or do we just keep going with what we have? There's already 1 3 down, and there is still just 1 9 down. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we actually just drop this and see what happens. Which I think was the good choice, because it looks like somebody already just has all the other bamboos with all the waiting that's occurring during these tiles being put down. Actually growing to the age of 85 over the course of this process. Let's drop the green dragon. The dragons are not worth anything to me right now. Sorry. had to take a drink of my drink, Coke Zero today, which most days whenever it's streaming. I think it's good to just have like something that's, oh, maybe I should have gone for the 3. It's too late to know now though. I could have swapped, I guess, and maybe gone for You're Not Worth Anything. There's no Cyan Dragon in the Mahjong game. And honestly, and under certain circumstances, you'd be worth so much that you'd be a Yakuman. I know that that means nothing to you, but just take it as a compliment. I'm putting that on my Valentine's Day card. And handing people out, you're worth so much, you're worth the great big dragon or whatever. I can't remember the names of the Yakus. The Yakus, essentially, for the people that don't know, is basically just the hand like patterns that you have to make to win the game. And there's ones called Yakuman, and they're actually worth like basically 50k points. We're going to let that not what is it called? Let that sit, I suppose. And we will go for the 6 and the 9. We're in Ricci. It's kind of late though. We're gonna drop a big tea drinking emote. Whenever I was making the thumbnail for today, I was actually pretty torn on what I wanted to do, because there's only so many things that you can do with Mahjong. I feel like any other game, I have like plenty of choices, even if it's limited by like the like Signalis, where it's like, oh, the screenshots of the characters are shockingly like, there's a shockingly little amount, but there's a ton of different location variety, and I can talk like type about all this kind of stuff for the meaningful text, like, oh look, it's the flesh pit, so it's kind of like Arby's. But Mahjong, all you have is, oh look, there's a blue table and also the character that I play. So literally all I did for the thumbnail today was I zoomed in the table a little bit, and then I used the emote that I like to use instead. They got a huge 1000. I would have at least gotten 2000, so I'm a little torn up about it. Let me drop a displeased face. Oh, this is interesting. I think we dropped the 1 3 3 3 4 4. We have a whole bunch of pairs, so 1 2 3 4. Depending on what we get, we might swap into 7 pairs, which is literally exactly what it sounds like. It's where you have like 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, and you just spread that out across 7 pairs. Once you get to 5 pairs, I was told that's whenever you want to switch gears, because you're a lot more likely to get it. It's just the quickest hand that you can get to. From that point, I maybe should have actually stolen the white dragon. Oh, that could be our Yaku, and then I could just make a fast hand. I think that might be what I end up doing, actually, instead of going for the pairs. I don't think that we're committed enough to it, and this will be way easier to just like start mass stealing stuff. And we're already in Tenpai. Tenpai means that our hand is ready to make points, for the people that do not know. This will not be worth much, but it'll be good enough. I think this puts us in a better spot. So either the, I think we'll go for this, either the 4 or the 4. We have a 4 weight, 44. That's not worth anything. This will actually be like a 1000 point hand, but I don't think that that's bad per se. And also I decided to go for the 4 and the 4 versus the other one, because I figure, and also he's in Ricci, there's no way for me to know what's like dangerous or not yet. I'm not smart enough for that. But I feel like having the larger weight variety is just better for me over the one with a lot. It's insane. The luck is unbelievable. They've got the sumo like 1 turn after Ricci. Was I dealer? I was. So I take the biggest hit here, and I'm like firmly in last place. It's incredibly hurtful. They've won both times. I was in Tenpai before they were, which hurts me a lot. A lot. Sorry. We have... This is like kind of funny. I feel like we could make a great value 13 orphans, but That's just not what we're going to go for. We dropped the south for sure. We have a lot of just terminal honor tiles. I think we just go for the fast hand. Oh wait, but this is east. This is not south. I forgot. The game might end very fast with me being in last place. I need to make points instead of focusing on quick hands right now. Maybe if I can roan this guy, I can get... Oh, that's crazy. I can get third place, and then maybe in the final round, I can get something worth anything. But we'll have to see. Maybe this guy can steal from this guy and shove him under me, and then I'll have a better chance of getting into second. I think right now I just need to play for second, unfortunately. We dropped the 9. Maybe I should have dropped the green dragon. I'm really not sure yet. The north honor tile would be worth quite a bit to me, though. Actually, very much to me. It's like getting a tailwind whenever you're stranded in the middle of the ocean. Although now that tailwind has been killed, unfortunately, because he's dropped his north and he's already dropped his, so it definitely was not worth having. We could steal this and then try to make things happen, but I just don't think that it's worth it. I think it'd be better not to. I'm trying to tunnel vision less. If you watch me, a big problem with my gameplay is that I start seeing things. And I don't mean that in a visionary kind of way. This could be our pair. We could lock this in and then drop this and be a 4-5-6. Or we could do a, depending on what comes through. We'll have to see. Because there could be a way to transition this. This would make a far better pair. Are there any 6s out? I think I'll just steal the 6 if that comes through. Maybe drop the 8, 4, 5, 6. I think we drop the 8. I think it's useless to us. I think we need to build off of the 2 and 6 though. I don't know if any other green dragons will come through. There is a chance with one. Oh, hold on. No 5s have come through. We could go for Ipeco. Although I don't know if Ipeco means anything with the open hand. I'm really not sure because we've already opened our hand for the white dragons. I'm not sure if we get any points for Ipeco with that. Maybe it just doesn't act as the Yaku. I'm really not sure. Maybe we'll still get more points. We do have to be careful because this guy is in Riichi, which means that he's looking for like 1 or 2 tiles most likely. Oh, 4, 5, 6, but we don't have a second one. I think it'd be better to drop the 2 here. I might try to steal either a green dragon if it goes down or one of these. I think I'll just go ahead and steal whatever comes up, although the green dragons would be safe, so I might end up dropping it just for safety's purposes. I really don't want to play into him because then that would put us in a worse spot than we already are in, and I'm already in a pretty horrible spot. So we just go ahead and maybe copy. We know that the 4 is safe now, so we can go ahead and play that next turn. Even though it's the Dora, it just isn't worth holding on to for now. We could chi this though, and then have 5, 6, 7. I think we will. But then neither of these are safe. 5, 6, 7. We can drop the 6 and then hope that we're good. We are good. That was not safe at all. But we take a little bit of chances, a little bit of risk. That's the fun of gambling, I think. Okay, and we did not get stolen from, and I think that'll actually be worth a good little bit. Definitely a Mangan. Never mind, it's 1100. I actually don't know how all the scoring works. I see the 4 and then I assume, oh, Mangan, but then he just got 11k off of that guy, and he has been flunged down to second. Honestly, not as far as I thought it would be. We'll see what happens. We've got 2 pairs already, one with the red 5, which is worth more points, and we've got another red 5. We dropped the I think we dropped the 1 Mon. The red tiles are called Mon, the circle tiles are called Pin, and then the bamboo tiles are called So. But right now, I don't know if I really have a chance. They did win, so we do get another go around. It repeats the round. I don't fully understand why, but it just does. And he is above 30,000, which does mean that the game will end if we were in the final round. It's an interesting spot to be in. We definitely dropped the south because it's just not worth having, and they've already dropped the south, and now both the nine pins are already gone. I will drop the 9 mon. What do we have right now? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 pairs. This could be interesting depending on what comes through our hand. We'll just have to see because it might be transitioning into a 7 pairs kind of scenario. But I would also probably prefer to have a normal reachy hand, which means that I should probably drop these 9s, which I might go ahead and do. But first, I think we'll drop the 2, because I think that that's already kind of covered by the 4 and 5, which means that I might go ahead and drop the 7 as well. But it might be better to drop the 9. The Yakumon sounds like Pokemon. I realized that I forgot to even respond to that. I feel like Yakumon sounds a lot more like a Digimon, given the literal just mon at the end of the name. They would slap anything and then put mon at the end of it, and that would be how you make it. 2, 3, 4. We dropped the 9 for sure, because now we have the potential for 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, whatever. A 4, 5, 6, or a 3, 4, 5, depending on what comes through. So we could have, and then one of these will most likely become our pair. We just have to see what ends up coming through. The 2 is completely useless to us, unfortunately, so we will be dropping that immediately. I would prefer if something worthwhile would come through. I did not know that the Souths would be coming by. That could have acted as our pair, but it really isn't worth anything to us because we are in the North Sea on an East game. Let's see. We don't need the 9. So whenever I went to the fair, let me talk about the fair again. The Renaissance fair. I talked about the tankard that I bought, but I also did buy a candle, and I didn't want to burn it right away because I don't know, this is gonna sound stupid, but I don't know like how candles necessarily work. And I mean, I don't mean it as in like, okay, the fire burns the wax or whatever. I know that it does that, but there's instructions on the candle that say that the first burn should last at least 3 hours. So I was waiting for, we've gotten 3 of these 9s all just individually in the hand. It's insane. But I didn't want to burn it whenever I couldn't burn it for less than those 3 hours, because I don't know how seriously the candle instructions need to be taken. Because what if I burn the thing for less than the, okay, what if I burn the thing less than the 3 hours, and then we get less scent out of it and that kind of thing? For the tankard, did you buy the plain one or one with all the fancy designs on it? My tankard has a coin in it. It's got a coin directly on the front. I can send you a picture of it later. I'm gonna get rid of the 9 in favor of the 7. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. We're still looking for either a 3 or a 6, which actually puts us in an interesting spot. It's a pretty cool one. Although I've never seen Game of Thrones, people keep walking by my tankard, walking by it. I say it like I've got it displayed outside. I'm just busking by it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the same situation either way. We dropped the 1. What even is Mahjong? You never played it in Yakuza? Welcome, Moon. You really should consider playing Mahjong. Mahjong is basically, it's got similar functions to poker, which you should know very well at this point, given your balatro prowess. Except it's like way bigger and has more cards, basically. And this guy's kind of just completely killing it, and I've done literally nothing the whole entire course of the game. I think we might be able to squeeze into 3rd place now, because he completely drained this guy. Right now, we're kind of just aiming, I don't even know if we can get 2nd, because they're so far away. I would have to get a Hanemon, which means I would need 12,000 points. What jokers do I have here? Unfortunately, my build is completely incompetent and I have 0 molt. There are 0 chips added, and all I can do is use my brain, and we both know how proficient that is. We will get rid of the south tile first. I do have all the numbers and stuff on it, so you should be able to read it. The W North E S, it's literally just a compass, so you'll be able to know. Finished your game at 61k. Congratulations, Jerry. Not what I expected at all. Time to watch. Go back to white steak, bozo. Oh, yeah, I kind of need to go back. And I'm playing with basically just the default red deck is what you need to know. We get rid of the red dragon for the green dragon. 61k is actually incredible. Was it like just crazy huge hands all throughout? Did you was it straight wins for you? It didn't look like it was going that direction from the small amount that I watched. Now you can backseat though. As you can see, literally maybe the worst hand, maybe the worst work that I've ever done. Not ever, you've seen worse for sure, but we're in 3rd place, and the only reason we're in 3rd place is because this guy took all this guy's money. 229, we get rid of the, oh no we don't, you're a Dora. I love Dora. 1-1, we could potentially turn this into the pair, and we could also turn this into the pair. This could, that's awkward. I kind of don't want you. We'll just go ahead and drop the 4. We already have a whole bunch of potential pairs, so it feels kind of useless, especially when this could be either 2-3-4 or a 3-4-5. We need it to be our linking factor. We're dropping the 7 as well. It's useless to me. I'm kind of worried about this guy because just consistently he has been taking everything that we could ever need. We have a 5. We might 2-3-4-1-1. We might drop one of the 2s and then try to make this a 2-3-4 and then a 6-7-8 or a 7-8-9. We'll just have to see what comes first. I would love to have the Dora though. That's insane. Okay, the Joe Bob effect. I've played enough of this game. Basically, anytime I drop something that I don't think I need, I will be getting it the immediate next turn, which maybe is a little more universal. I feel like it probably is more universal, so maybe it's a little narcissistic for me to name it after myself. We're gonna drop you. I feel like I could have made a 7 off of it, but I feel like all the other shapes that we have are better shapes than an 8-9 shape. 3-4-5. Here we are. Drop the 8. We don't need you anymore. And also now we have the potential for bigger points through our shiny pickups. We are going to keep with the 1 pair. That's our pair just completely locked in. We're going to drop the west next because now I know that it is safe. And we also know that the east is safe. So I will get rid of that as well next time. As soon as this guy hurries up and makes his turn. We don't need that. Oh. Well, we know the west is safe, so we will be getting rid of that next turn. There's nothing to worry about. Maybe we can get a 3rd 9. There's only 1 out, so if it comes through, I wouldn't mind. We have a 6-7. Oh, this is difficult. I think we drop the 9. We have 4-5-6, 3-4-5, 2-3. So we need 2 more tiles, but obviously that's not going to happen. Nobody was in Tenpai, which does just mean that this continues, I'm pretty sure. We go into a no, it does not. Probably because I actually don't know why. I lost points on this one. We'll go ahead and do another one, and then we'll maybe discuss whether we want to do a friendly match or not. Potentially ranked duo queue. We'll see. 3rd is pretty decent. Do you think so? It doesn't feel good, especially since I did a whole lot of nothing that round. Either way, you'll get to see the full experience this time, Jerry. Get into my head completely and totally. Merge with my 1 brain cell. It's completely made up the giant pink mass in my head. Stream snipe, did you want to? We can do it after this one. We for sure can do it after this one. Would you rather do a south or east stream snipe? Or unless you tried to line up with my thing already, that would be in, well, obviously you're not in here. Actually, I forgot that I can see that. My bad. What do we have? We have 2, 3 pairs. I think we dropped the white dragon. And then we maybe go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just have to see. We're not going to pawn that. 7, 8. We're looking for either a 9 or a 6 in that case. And we also have a 7, 8 here. We could potentially grow a Sanshoku if it becomes a 6, 7, 8. I kind of don't like this one. We might keep the 3s as our pair. I think that would be a lot safer. And then maybe go for the 1, 2, 3 as a progression. I know that a lot of these words probably like make literally 0 sense to the people that have not mahjonged a whole lot. I'm getting into a bad habit where I'm leaning back in my chair whenever I'm streaming sometimes, and I apologize for that. I really need to get an upgrade in chair, because I feel like the chair that I do have right now, it's one that I've had probably for like 6 years now, and it's kind of fallen apart, and the angle of it, like I'm all the way back here. I don't know if you could hear that, but like I'm all the way back here whenever I lean back, and that's just the most comfortable spot to be in to get a little bit of the lumbar support. But it encourages like bad posture whenever I'm sitting up. I've thought about it a lot, and I think I would like kill for a like a Herman Miller or something similar, to where it's just like, okay, it's making you sit with good posture all the time, and then the good posture just becomes the most comfortable position for you. It's kind of like muscle training. I feel like a bodybuilder. We're dropping the 6. How do you commentate and think? I feel like there's a lot less thinking going on than commentating. I think that's the balance. Because I don't think I've made any egregious mistake yet, but pretty soon I feel like you'll see me do something completely stupid, and then you'll be like, oh, that's how he does it. He doesn't think. There's nothing going on up there. But like a bodybuilder, whenever they're building muscle, and it also depends on whether they're going for like the visual or the strength training, obviously, but it's like similar concepts to where you're like progressively making your like lifts or whatever more difficult, so you're getting to the point of like falling out or whatever. Not falling out, but you get the idea. You should do that maybe with your posture, to where you're sitting there stressing out about your... Oh, should I hold on to the Dora? We'll get rid of the south, because a whole bunch of souths have already gone down. And we have 1, 2, 3, and I really want to keep the red 5 for potentially more points. And I feel like the Herman Miller or whatever basically forces your back into that position, where if you've watched like a chiropractor video, I don't know if that's just like a thing, but in my shorts sometimes on YouTube, I'm just scrolling along and it's like, oh, VTuber clip, Northern Lion clip, and then all of a sudden I'm watching somebody's neck get snapped in half, and they're like, this nerdy gamer hasn't been able to look at the ceiling in 5 years. So what we're going to do is go ahead and lay down, and they get their neck into positions like and it's like the worst sound that you've ever heard, but the guy is like, oh, and then it cuts to the thing after, and they're like, oh, the ceiling, I have never seen the fluorescent lights before in my entire life. I haven't seen them since I was 3 years old, and I don't have any memories from back then because it was too long ago. Welcome, Locke. That is me, Joe Bob. Chiropractic is so funny. There's literally no science behind it. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. But then, like, I think there's like a different flavor of it that's supposed to be real. Like, you don't have to be certified to be a chiropractor or something, but then there's like a different thing that's like similar, but like actually supported. But I don't know enough about the field there to have the knowledge to know, I guess. Because I don't want to completely shut it down whenever I just don't know what's going on, because it feels like there's something, because like people still go and get it done, and that guy was looking up at the ceiling afterwards whenever he just was not before. But maybe it was faked. I don't know. But why would you fake like having really bad gamer neck? Physical therapists are the real guys. Those are legit. That does make sense. I feel like I guess whenever you hit the therapist classification, you have to get the real like the real certification and stuff in the training. But is chiropractor like, do they have to go through like chiropractor school? There probably is like a chiropractor school, but I feel like there's also like the potential of like I'm going to the chiropractor and there's no like board to check that this guy isn't gonna snap me in half and like laugh like a villain. We're gonna get rid of the one that's more useless to us. We could maybe have this at least act as our pair, although I don't know why there is, but it's an unregulated term. I see. That's interesting. They are different than physical therapists. It's interesting that there is like that key difference, and I feel like chiropractors are more well known than the physical therapist, which puts it in like a difficult spot. I think we get rid of the green dragon. Physical therapists and chiropractors don't like each other. Is there an actual rivalry there? We have like a West Side Story of I was a chiropractor, but she was a physical therapist. What do you do? Let me get rid of the south. I think we're probably pretty safe to assume that that's not coming through, especially since he just dropped his source friend of a friend. That works. The thing is that... Oh, hold on. 3-3. We don't want that. We might go ahead and drop the 8. I think we settle in for this being our pair. So anything that could build a progression or a triplet, I guess, would be the preferred. And I feel like we're more likely to get a 7 so instead of another 8 so. And then we drop this for the 6 and 8. That's only in the US. Like, chiropractors genuinely do not exist outside the US. Oh, I see. So it's 6, 7, 8. Okay, it all worked out. We get rid of the green dragon, I think. We don't want to hold on to that for too long because then it might get like very dangerous. And in fact, it probably already was dangerous. I didn't realize that this guy was in Ricci. I'll have to look up the physical therapist chiropractor difference. Maybe like some of the stuff that chiropractors do, maybe some of it's real and then it's like done by actual physical therapists. I'm not sure. 3, 5, 6, 7. I think we dropped the 3. We already have a dedicated pair, so there's no reason to hold on to that 3. We could maybe get a 3, 4, 5 now as well for the 6, 7, 8. And we have a 6, 7, 8 here. And oh, this is very scary actually. What's safe? The 3 is safe. We just dropped the 3. We don't want to get caught by this guy. It's kind of the last thing that we do want to do. And the white dragon in the east are kind of very dangerous at this point. Because if we get caught by him and we get ruined, I think we most likely end up in last place, which would not be good. He just put down a 6 that would break. I don't think we need the fold right now. Okay, that's fine. We ended up okay. I needed a little bit more time to think through that one, but unfortunately we've already used all the time that we do have. I need to get some more liquid inside of me. I think we dropped the white dragon. That was a very dangerous move. A very, very dangerous move. I could have been killed on the spot, instantly gunned down. I just guaranteed the safety to this guy, which is why he also dropped the... This should be safe. Which is why he also dropped the white dragon, and he also dropped the white dragon. You end up in a position where you're kind of just following each other in a weird convoluted conga line of trying to not get shot in the head. Although I suppose a conga line would put you in a worse position for that.
No.
Oh, from you! Joe Bob found dead in Miami. Unfortunately, that's just the truth, and it's for a manga? No, it's for an 11. Oh. We're firm last place again. I should not have done the east. I knew that it was dangerous. I really did know that it was dangerous. But I clicked on it anyway because I didn't have time to think about this. I should have dropped the 3, which we also have a 3, 4, 5. We do have a decent hand starting out here. I think we'll go ahead and lose the 9 pin. I hope that that one wasn't too groan worthy, Jerry. That one hurt a little bit, like a lot actually. I think we dropped the west for sure, and now we have 2 green dragons, so we could maybe lean into a simple Yaku, which also I just learned about, which is kind of embarrassing. I've talked about before. I don't know if I've actually talked about it on stream. So whenever I'm learning something new, generally I like to learn things by just doing it, because to me, doing a whole bunch of like get rid of the red dragon. Doing too much. Oh, we should have gotten rid of the 9. Oh, this is disgusting. Okay, we need to be really careful. We can't drop. We might just drop. Oh, I don't want to drop that. That has not gone down yet. We'll drop the 4. We might hold on to this north tile until I see another one go down, because he might have 2 north in here, and I feel like that might be what he's looking for. I don't know if there's actually a hand built around that, but it feels like there might be. We'll have to see though, and if there is, it would probably be worth a lot. But whenever I like to learn stuff, I like to do it just by playing stuff. So like Guilty Gear Strive is my main game. Was my main game, I suppose. I don't really play it too much anymore, which actually feels kind of sad to say that. But I got like 700 hours in it, and I like to say that I was pretty good at it. I barely did like any practice mode in that game. My main way of learning was just, oh, I'll just go on ranked and fight people. And it was that for, I started at like floor 5, and then eventually I was like, oh, I'm Celestial, and I can get games off of like very good players, potentially pro players and stuff too. Obviously not often on the pro players, but the games against them do exist. Or semi-pro, I should say. Where I was able to like ink out a win. But I feel like once you get to that point, like, you know, you're playing against them constantly and you kind of start picking up on stuff. 8? We dropped the 9. We dropped the 9 for sure. Why did they yawn? How did they yawn? Are there like actual voice lines in this game for the more involved skins? You can't say you're good until you've top 8'd a major, my bad. I majorly sucked. But then the similar principle applied to me for Mahjong, because I started playing, and you can't do it just raw for Mahjong, to be clear. I did not just go in and then start understanding stuff. Another north has not gone down yet. We just put down the 1. But I feel like Celestial is like the hyperbolic time chamber. It kind of is. But I started playing Mahjong 2020 Yakuza. CRXZ guide. You open the CRXZ guide, it gives you what you need. Well, first it does give you a link to an absurdly long... Okay, we know it's safe. We can get rid of it now. It gives you an absurdly long 3-hour video guide, which I did not watch because that's absurd. And it also tells you like the basics. So if you want to win the Mahjong at the easy tables in Yakuza so you can fight Amon, what you want to do is you want to get a few trios and then a pair. And as long as you do that, you're basically just building exclusively for a Riichi hand, which will give you quick, easy points. And that'll get you enough to get over the edge. And so that was all I did. I would never steal. I would never do anything fancy. It was always just these quick Riichi hands. And that was how I got through all the Yakuza games. And then I download Mahjong Soul, and I'm like, I already know the basics, so I do like step 1 of the tutorial because it gives me like a little bit of free coins. And then there's like a few more steps to the tutorial. We get rid of the 4. There's a few more steps to the tutorial that you do, like Yaku, then Furiton, and then like a couple of other things that are like valuable and important to the fundamentals of the game. So I was talking about earlier how I didn't know what simple Yakus were until very recently, literally until Jury told me what they were. And that is something that I should have known from the beginning. But because I was like, oh, I'll just play Mahjong, I already have the basics, I just didn't know like what it was. This is a dangerous pull, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. It worked out in the end, and that's okay. But that means that I make like a whole bunch of just really bad, stupid decisions. Oh. Okay, this is safe. I was looking for them on the table, but they were up here hidden. I think this goes into draw. I don't know if we can go into Tempai, unfortunately, and literally everybody else was in Tempai. Biting fingers, so true. But it's funny with like Guilty Gear. I was thinking about turning that VOD into a video, but I think I've changed my mind on it, at least for now. Because it's just a little difficult to edit into a video that would be of my style. Oh, was he... Oh, he was a dealer, so we're just repeating. Has he won both times? We're on East 1. That's insane. We have not moved forward at all. So we still have like a whole game ahead of us. We're on East 1. I don't know how this is going to work out for me. I guess we do have chances to go for second at the very least. What do we have? We have a 1, 4, 8, 9, 9. I might pawn the 9 if it comes out and then try to force something, but that might also be incredibly stupid. Let's get rid of the 1. The 1 is nothing. 5, 7, 8. We could go for a 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5. And then a 1, 2, 3 right here. But obviously if we get a 4 here, we drop the 1. It gives us a little more space for that shape. We drop the south. There's already 2 of these down. Can't believe that he already picked up like half the souths all on his own. It looked like he started with 1 and then picked 1 up later. Good thing he didn't get the third one. I'd feel a little bit bad for him. We dropped the 1. There's no reason to have it. And East has already gone down as well. So it might be good to just go ahead and get rid of this. Depending, it might also be good to hold on to just for safety. 6, 7, 8 is real, so we could get a 3, 4, 5. I think we drop the East for now, and we hope that we either get a 7, 8, 9 or another 9. I could steal the pawn from like I could steal the 9 from anywhere on the table, but I just don't think it's worth it. We drop the 1. This way we can go for either a 2 tile here or a 5 tile here. Whenever it was a 1 and a 3, we could only go for the 2 tile. Which, I don't know if you know, that's a little bit worse. You have to be as efficient as possible. If you lose out on the efficient, optimal discard or whatever, all of a sudden it becomes way harder, is what I've been learning. Koi's been lecturing me well. I've been learning. Although his playstyle, I feel like you do have like not a lot of room, but you do have some room for like more extravagant playstyles in Mahjong, where like Koi is very much, and you'll see the way that he plays is like, oh, let's just go discard as efficiently as possible. This is worse than this for this reason. Mathematically, if we follow the theory of the 5 blocks, we know that this does not pair well with that, and you really should be pulling this. But I feel like there's also space for, I just have a vibe that this will work out for me, and then all of a sudden I have a 13 orphans hidden in my house, and then you're okay. I do need to get a, because I kind of do want to steal stuff, but I just can't because I don't have a Yaku, which is a little bit painful. I do really, has a 4 gone out? I don't think so. No, a 4 pin has not gone out. Maybe I should use just like English names because then it's a little easier. 4 circle. These are Mon. 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's good. 8, 9, 9. Has a 7 gone out? A 7 has gone out. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. We might drop this, but we'll drop the white dragon. Okay. I thought so. Nobody was ever. Oh, not me. I guess that's all that matters. Hopefully it's for 5 on Mongon. 5 on is the Mongon. I don't actually, because like I feel like I see the things appear and then I assume 4 Han is the Mongon, and then I figure that that'll make the 8,000. But then sometimes it feels like it doesn't. That one was 5 Han and it made the Mongon. We get rid of the north. We don't need it. What do we have actually? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 pairs. So depending on what comes through, we actually do just go for the, what's it called? 7 pairs. Drop the 1 for sure, because a whole bunch of 1s have already been dropped. We might commit because technically we could have gone for a 1 2 3 off of that. It probably would have been better to drop the 1 mon than the 1 pin, because I had like 0 growth potential off of the 1 mon, but that's okay. Let's see what they drop, and we do have a... Oh, this is difficult. We might drop the 8. I think we drop the 8 for now, and we see what happens. They're already... No, there's not. Okay, that was the pawn for the 9 that we could have gone for. We might be able to go for all triples, whether it be open or closed, so I could steal the 9 if that does come out, and then try to steal the 5 and the 9 here, and then just have a pair of something. Anything, I guess, because I'm pretty sure that that is a Yaku. Oh, I think now we have 5 pairs, so I think we drop the 2, and now we just go for the 7 pairs. Once you get to 5 pairs, you are mathematically supposed to go for 7 pairs. It's just the easiest hand to get into, and we have it. What would be funny is if the 5, we don't need the 5. What's the better... What's gone out? We don't need the 5. Technically, like, I'm looking for... I guess I should look for like what they're dropping to see like what's more likely to not be held onto, because this will hint me towards the correct option more than I am giving it credit for. But I definitely don't want a 9, although I might want a 9 because there's way less of a chance that it's being held onto. So 9 is actually like not bad to have whenever you're going for this hand, from what I understand. I do like it whenever the guy next to me pawns, because that means that... Hold on, has an 8 gone out? Has a 5 gone out? Has a 4 gone out? Has a 6 gone out? A 6 has gone out. So we drop the 6 because it's now just less likely that we see it. We're trying to force anything that we can. I moved my chair a little bit, so I apologize if you could hear the squeak. We have a 6 here. The 6 has already gone out. We dropped the 6 for sure. And then we'll see what happens here. It's unfortunate they're going for the Ricci. We do know that the 8 is safe, so we could just drop the 8 and then continue doing what we're trying to do. We're trying to do great things. Chill W dog. So true. They might need West. That's scary. That's very scary. I think we dropped the 4. Okay, we're good. I didn't want to drop the 2. I don't want to fold yet. I just don't think we're at the point where I need to fold. We get the Ricci music, and now we go into rock mode. I think we win. 2 might not be safe. It's a scary proposition, but we do it anyway. We're okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. And then hopefully we get a pair that allows us to drop something safer. Ideally, we would get the West pair, but I have a feeling that they've got 2 in here. Thankfully, neither has like hit the ground yet. We dropped the 3. We know it's safe. Okay. And we might just follow this guy depending on what he drops. He dropped a 6. We're probably good to drop that. We should be good to drop the 3. Okay. I would love to get into tin pie, but I just don't know how likely that is. It seems horribly unlikely. Okay, we're in Ricci. 3 left, 3 left. We go for the 5. We fight this guy. We're chasing. And then hopefully they drop the 5. I think we have a...
No.
Oh! They might steal our Ricci stick too. The 2 Han? Oh, it just sucks too. Mine would have been worth something. It's unreal. We like actually built something pretty competent, I felt like, which hurts my feelings a lot that he stole that from me. 2 2 5 5 6 1 2 3 potentially 2 3 4 or 3 4 5 potentially. We got it yanked out directly from under us. We were standing on top of the rug, and then he pulled it out like we were a cartoon character. And then I fell over backwards and died. I have 9,000 points now. I'm gonna lose so many points towards my rank now. It's fun to have. I was talking about the candles earlier, and I realized anyway that in my apartment I have not had a way to have like soft light going. You have a little avatar now? I do have a little avatar now. Welcome, Zip Zap, I'm on crack. I got him probably a week ago at this point. So we're a little used to him by now, but I think it added a lot to the personality of everything. So I think it makes streams a little bit more fun in a weird, convoluted kind of way. But you can thank the Vino Burrito for the little avatar. I think it worked out very well. He's also got a cool shirt on. Either way, my apartment, I have not had any kind of like just cool light, like a warm light in my apartment at all. And so whenever it was nighttime, it was either light on and then just kind of scream and cry, or light off and then live like a hermit. And there's no in between. And I do like having the lights off, but I like much prefer to have the warm light where you feel like you're being enveloped. You're being welcomed into the room. And so now I've got one of them little Scentsy things, and it plugs into the wall and it can turn on, and the bulb inside, that's crazy. The bulb inside of it melts the wax, and because it's a bulb, you get that comfortable light coming from the outlet. But even better, you gotta lock in and sit straighter for real. I'm just thinking about my candles. Did I do something bad? Was there something groan-worthy? My bad. We dropped the 7 for sure. I'm sat straight up. Am I okay now? Hold on. Posture. If there was a chiropractor here, he would be able to break my back in half with how straight I'm sitting currently. I suppose he could do that no matter how straight I was sitting. But the candle gives off the natural light, and there's just something uniquely calming about fire. Like campfires are one of the greatest things to ever be invented. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7. We could try to push for that. 3, 4. I just don't think it's worth it. We still have a green dragon has not touched down yet. Heterosexual back might be one of the dumbest things that's been typed in the chat. It's just, that's stupid. What was I saying? Oh, the candle. But now whenever the light turns off, I actually have like something to look at. Whenever I was in the dorms for college, I had this lamp because my mom had this lamp. And she handed it to me because she didn't use it before I moved out. And so oh yes, look, I sat straight up and it worked out. And that's, oh, the weight is so good. It's such a good weight. You could say that we're in the ideal weight. Under overweight, over underweight. It's incredible. We're sitting here like a healthy person. The emotes are so funny in this game. They add so much to it. You held on the green dragon for too long. I guess that's true. And whenever I dropped it, it actually would have been pretty dangerous, huh? Oh, wait, but not really, because this was like just dropped. It all worked out in the end. I agree for sure, though. We're gonna drop a big kiss there and say thank you for the 5. We're coming back from the dead. We got 2,000 points. I'm basically flipping the hierarchy of the Mahjong universe. I'm kind of like Black Adam, but for Mahjong. They call me Dwayne the Tile Johnson. That was horrible. I'm sorry. 5. We could go for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we do go for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got the west tile off the back. I'm kind of embarrassed for the 2,000. I feel like I usually do score more than that. That's it's not good for my reputation, is what I'll say. I swear that there's usually more going on. 3, 4, 5, 9, 9, 9. We could go for the 9, 9 being the duo, and then just drop both the honor tiles. Hello, welcome 3. Is that what I should call you? 3? I'm not sure what you would prefer to be called. You got like the Roman numerals. You're built like a Star Wars tile. But we do have the 4, 5, 6 already. There's no reason to grab the 4. I would definitely take a 3 though, not the person in chat, but like a tile 3. Probably a you know, a 3 man, I suppose would be the person in chat probably, but there's no way to know. We can do a custom with you, Locke, and Toto after this. Okay, that works out very well for me. I will do that for sure. Because we are just in the final game. I appreciate everybody coming together for my Mahjong gaming. 6, 7 was just better, so we will drop the 4. Sorry, 3, you're no longer worthwhile, even in Mahjong form. We just need to go for something a little evener. We'll have to see how things go though. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. We drop the West, we go for the 7. We drop a tea drinking emote to show them where things are at. Okay. Drop the 1, obviously, seeing as how we're not even in there. And then I guess we just wait at this point. It's awkward because, okay, the Mahjong stream as an existing thing is flawed. The structure is flawed because in any other game, the divides are clearly set up. So like, okay, cutscene. Oh, oops. Let me send a heart, and then we can go ahead and take that. We're slowly climbing our way back up to not the top, but anything worthwhile. I think I just ended the game in last place on accident. I needed to go for something bigger. We lost a whole ton of points for sure. Probably like 40. You're so BM. I just love it. Yo, what's funny is I BM'd even though I lost 25 like ranked points for that. I guess I can set up the room, I suppose. And then we can do some friendlies for sure. Would y'all rather do easts or souths? Probably easts, right? We'll do easts, I think. Create room. And I guess we do the 300 seconds because that's what y'all prefer to do on everything, I believe. How many people are in? Well, right now there's nobody in. So go ahead. Feel free. Here's the link to that. The numpad enter does not send on OBS. It just creates more spaces, which I really don't need. So there it is. It's open. And I will wait for everybody to get in. Lock with the blue archive skin. I expect to get some wins here. How Toto is already novice rank 3. It's actually kind of disgusting. Which means that he might actually make it to adept before I do, which might hurt my feelings a lot. We'll just have to see how things go though. I think he's smarter than I am. That's one pull. Yeah, you mentioned that. You got it for free, which is actually insane. You're coming? Yeah, I'm being careful, alright. But unfortunately, no matter how careful I am, I seem to like can't help being probably the worst person ever at anything I try to do. So I think you've got a pretty good shot, all things considered. I think you got a little bit more inherent skill than somebody here named Joe Bob. So once you all get readied up, I will go ahead and start. And everybody is ready. I fully expect, I hope that I can get a win here. I trust that none of you are looking at my screen. No cheating allowed, no screen peeking. But the Mahjong stream, as a structure, whenever you're playing Mahjong, you get caught up having to think like, oh, 5-6, 5-6, oh, what's the optimal discard here? Should I drop the 9 pin or should I drop the 1 mon? And then you kind of get tore up over that, and you're trying to tell like these coherent, thoughtful stories that really move and connect to people, but you're taken out of that because these tiles are just getting in the way. And then you get into Ricci, and it's auto playing for you. You've been completely shut down for the whole entire rest of the stream. It's just been like back and forth, like, oh, I want to say this, but then I get interrupted by this tile sitting down in my hand. And I have to be able to just go from this to that to this to that, and then by the time you get into Ricci, you're completely worn down. You've been torn down into a point that you really can't comprehend, and you're like, oh, it's silent right now. I don't have to do any thinking. It's an auto battler for me right now. I'm basically playing cookie clicker, and you don't know how to pull the connections out anymore because the connections that you had have been completely sucked out of your brain through a straw. Like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what kind of connections I could possibly make anymore, because you've completely destroyed like the thought processes that I could possibly have. It's kind of, not to get a little cliche, but it's kind of like reading 1984. Whenever you're reading 1984 and it's like, okay, to get them to think this certain way, we're just going to remove their ability to even have the language to comprehend the thoughts that they do want to have to revolt. And like, they've completely sucked the thoughts out that I need to have to be able to tell the story. Either way, Mahjong is like decently fun. I just wish that it was a little kinder with its layout. Maybe a little more streamer friendly. Because then I could also go for the commentary route, but then I feel like that gets a little boring. Doesn't that get a little stale? Like if I'm just going like, oh look, we got a 5, I think we dropped the 5. It's nothing exciting. I'm basically doing like the game commentary version of golf commentary. And like golf commentary, I know that it appeals to like specific people, but those people are not me. We skip that for sure. I don't know if we drop the what we do have. Oh well, we drop that now. There's no question in my mind. I think and Jury was just holding on to the Wests, waiting for me to get rid of mine. How incredibly rude. It's unbelievable. Maybe she was scared of it, which I could understand a little bit more. We're gonna drop a little bit of an ellipses in response to Locke's emoting. 2, 3, 4. I don't know what to do with this like rogue 2. It's completely gone AWOL on my plan, which means that it probably does deserve the worst. If we could get this Yaku, I think I would be incredibly pleased. I might actually just go ahead and start stealing stuff and go for a simple hand, because depending on what comes down now, we just are like, you know, we're ready. It's not going to be worth much, but it'll be worth something for sure. And that's quite frankly all I need. We're going to drop one of these. They should know, they should have the idea now that I am in Tenpai, as I have completely mocked and utterly destroyed their inner consciousness. They're running away. He does understand. And if they didn't understand before, they certainly understand now. And if they are listening, then they would just like already understand. Let me drop you. I was about to do something incredibly stupid. We don't have a we do need it to be a specific tile, which is just a little painful, because somebody might be holding on to it for whatever reason, whether it be because they're scared to drop it, because as the board fills up, you do start to realize, okay, throughout history, somebody like invents the gun, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, that gun thing sure does hurt a whole lot more than that sword thing. It's kind of like that, but for specific tiles. You notice that like, oh look, there's all kinds of like 4s and 5 pins around, but not so many mons. Maybe that one mon tile is specifically what they're looking for, and I'm completely afraid of literally everything that they could possibly do to me. Literally everybody except Jury was in Tenpai. Toto was holding on to my red dragon, and I assume Jury was also holding on to the other one, or it was simply in the dead wall, being preserved for humanity's future. The biting fingers, yeah, you kind of got screwed over very heavily there, Jury. It's highly unfortunate, but sometimes that's just how things go. And unfortunately for you as well, I just have an incredibly strong hand to start with. We could make this into something kind of freakishly disgusting if I wanted to tunnel vision, but I don't know if tunnel vision is necessarily the correct route to go. We dropped the 9 for sure. But even then, we have like a couple of interesting parages in here that allows us interesting space to grow and develop. It's kind of like whenever a tree is going over the fence line and you have to fight to chop it down, except we're going to let that tree do what it wants to do. It's reaching out towards the sun and growing in an incredibly strong way. Oh, this could be interesting. I think we drop the 5 and then we let whatever happens happen here. No, you can have that. 1, you can have that as well. I don't need this. She's acting devious over there. I think we drop a pout to show our complete lack of... No. I don't know if that was... It's just kind of weird. I mean, we're like going back and forth and you're gonna whip that one out. I just don't really think that matches the vibe of everything, you know? Like, can you keep it a little, like, chill at least? I don't know if we're going for that. It's just a little weird. But we should be incredibly close to Tempai by now. We aren't quite there yet, but if we get a... I'm kind of hating that I dropped that 5 now because I just know for a fact that I'm getting a 6 in my hand next. We just need like a tile between maybe another one of those. Did I drop anything valuable? No, I did not. We are looking for something very specific though at this point. So we are just kind of in maybe not necessarily one tile away. Hell, I'm rooting for Locke because you like his skin the best. You could root for me. You could root for me if you wanted. We go for you. And then we drop a tea drinking emote because that's just the way that the world works. They should be scared of me now. Because I actually do have a pretty solid hand. And also it's decently early on. Welcome Poggy. So true. Poggy. But we are what are we looking for? I guess we're the chances are decent, but I doubt somebody's holding on to the thing. There's no reason that anybody would be holding on to it, so it probably just has not entered the field yet. They might also be horribly scared, which I could not blame them. I'd be horribly scared of me as well. Welcome Koi. Are you here to backseat? Thank you for posting the trophy. I think I'm doing okay right now, but I beg you, please do not look earlier into the VOD. I lost 30 ranked points. I got 3rd place in the first game, and then I got 4th place in the second game. And I would like to attribute that it's just because oh man, I've been in Ricci like the whole game. Can we please, like, for the 2002, I had something cool going on. My hand looked pretty and stuff, and then you're gonna do that to me? It's unbelievable. Okay, we drop the west. We could... Ooh, this is an awkward hand. This is a very awkward hand. We could lock this in as the duo, and then maybe drop this as the pair. I don't see this, like, that is just our pair. For sure, that's our pair. So we don't need that second one. And then we could maybe drop one of these as well. We got the west immediately back. We're probably going to get a 3rd one soon as well, and whenever it becomes our turn again. We're taking a trip west, and unfortunately that's not where I want to be. Sorry, I was drinking. But I honestly don't know what I should be going for here. I have nothing in mind, because this one just feels awkward to me. I guess it'll be one of those things where it is just adapt as you go along. Oh, that is very good for me. We've already committed to a pair. That 9 does do nothing for us, so we will be getting rid of it. We might get rid of a dragon next turn, depending, just so I don't have to hold on to it for too long. I feel like we've already gone a whole bunch of turns, and nothing has come from it. So unless I get, like, the what I'm looking for, then this just gets abandoned for sure. And now we have a decent setup for either a progression or a triplet here, and we also just need to find a progression here and a progression here. So we're kind of just looking for 3 tiles right now, not a 3 tile. I do not need that. 3 tiles. I thought I was perfectly clear, but unfortunately that does not seem to be the case. Richinya. Sorry? What are you apologizing for? You did nothing wrong. So now we for sure, it's a little dangerous, but I think we need to do it. Okay, she timed that like perfectly. And it scared me a lot. She dropped a superb as I was dropping my tile. And, oh, that's like Jury's like thing. Whenever she has like a is ready for something, she's usually dropping a superb, and that's why that had me tense up so much. It was just wildly horrible. I don't think I'm in a position to steal anything, so we will not. This does nothing for me. This also does nothing for me, and it is safe, so we are for sure dropping that. There's no reason to drop the 5 right now. We could just wait a little bit to see what ends up being dangerous and what ends up not being dangerous. We could actually transition now, but she probably doesn't have a 9. The 4 was dropped. She might be looking for something specific there. We know that it's probably not. Oh, it might actually be a mon piece that she is looking for. I'm not too confident because this was mostly auto, but she was dropping these mons here. We know that the 7 should probably be good. Okay. I think that she's probably looking for... What are you peeking in for? What are you dropping? Oh, I see what you're peeking in for. Dropping the cat in chat. Lot can't even see that one. Congratulations, Jury. I was afraid that you were dropping. Oh my god, it's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt so bad. Oh, it ended up being a sumo. Oh, that's horrible. And I'm dealer. Why would you do that to me? Can't you be a little kinder to the streamer? What did I do to you? I don't know about you, but I'm seeing something interesting here. Possibly just going for a very strange progression. The dab. Oh, how in touch. Waiting for the YouTube gritty emote. The 7 pairs Richi, she's so swag. So true. We dropped the 9. We dropped the 9 for sure. I think we can get a progression. We dropped the 1 next. We dropped this. I can't believe that it's been like a constant just game of nothing for me. And then we dropped the... What is happening over here? I guess he's going for a quick hand just to end it, but I don't know why he would do that whenever he probably needs to play for Saya. Maybe he's hoping to rob Locke. If he robs Locke, I suppose there's a stronger chance. I'm just a little scared all around, so I'm feeling a little judgmental. If we can get another... if we can get like a 4... 5, 6, 7. We need something. We should probably drop this. The red dragon is nothing to me, so I think we'll get rid of it next. We're going to act surprised because that is surprising and it scares me a lot, actually. Let me act surprised whenever the bear appears. I promise I'm not actually scared of the bear. I just really don't want to get mauled. Oh, 7, 5. No, we hold on. Okay. We have, there's a possibility here, but we might have to fold and then just hope, but we can't fold. We're in last place. There's no reason to fold. Because what am I gonna lose? The 2 was dangerous for sure, but nothing's gonna happen for that. Oh, I'm just in dead last place on my own stream. 8,000 Mangan. Incredible. Congratulations, Toto, on the big win. Jury ended up being third. Wait, are we playing South? Did I click South? Oh. Oops. Well, that changes things significantly. I had a lot to lose from the last round. I suppose I didn't lose it, thankfully, but like, man, I thought I set this up to be an East game. I didn't mean for it to be a South. I guess we just drop the green dragon. It's already been dropped one, so it would be a little pointless to hold on to it. I'm sorry, my bad. I'll drop one of those. I'm shocked too. We do that. We get a progression out of it, I think. Or the pinnage is very awkward here. I think we get rid of you. Let's threaten murder. I think that's the way to go from here. I'm getting copied. It's crazy. Toto's sitting over there. I said, I know you are, but what am I? And he said, I know you are, but what am I? And that's kind of the back and forth energy that we have going on right now. We drop you for sure. And then I think we get rid of the 9 as well. The other 9. Now they, I might have had a pair at some point. It's a dangerous game that we're playing here. Because, like, if I end up, like, dead last, then it'll just be embarrassing. We drop the 8 next as well. Because now we have a better shape there. Although we probably could have... We have a thing here. We probably should have dropped... We can drop the 9. Yeah. We dropped this 9. Because this still has potential to maybe be something else. Maybe we could have kept the 9. And then gone for a 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6 kind of thing. We'll have to see if we even get a 4. Because, like, that might just end up being not a good choice in the first place. We'll just have to see how things go. Please. Nothing that I want to grab. We'll put you down. Somebody's about to steal it. I can feel it. I knew it. I knew it. 3. 3. Could go 2, 3. I don't like that. I like the 3 more than that. Are the wheel-looking images supposed to be wagon wheels? I have no idea. I have no idea, to be honest. I just know that they're called pin and that they're circles. That's all I know. You'd have to look that one up. Okay. 6, 7, 8. The dream is alive currently. We get rid of the 4, I think. They're wheels. Oh, good eye, Cyan. They do look like wheels, although more for like a semi-truck rather than a wagon, I think. There's just too many of them. That can't be true. It can't be true. I didn't know. I wasn't scared of you yet. Oh, you made that up? You don't know? That's insane. It's the 12,002 of Mongon? Oh. This isn't going well for me, Koi. I don't know how bad it is to watch, but it's not going well for me. We drop you immediately. I think we drop you immediately as well. We'll just have to see what happens. We do have 3 pairs. That's not enough for anything, but it might be worth considering in the future. I might start mass stealing things, depending on how I feel, whether I panic or not. We'll just have to see. We drop the East for sure. Because somebody up here is dealer, and somebody up here has won 2 times in a row, and somebody up here has drained everything that I've had, and it's hurt me greatly. And I would rather them not continue to do so. We drop the 9. There's no reason for us to have it. If we can get a 7, we do have a strong Ipeco opportunity, which I would love very, very much. I think everybody here knows that I would love that very, very much, but maybe it's not worth fighting for. Let's get rid of the 1. There's no reason to have the 1. Now we can either have the 6 or the 3 end up being our pairs, and that's okay. I can't believe that he's already in Ricci. I don't know if I have anything actually safe. I have the west, but there's no guarantee there anyway. It's the safest thing that I do have. So we'll just get rid of it, I guess, and then we hope for these two to drop more. That way I can get a little bit more information. Am I still streaming, by the way? My thing says no data. So go ahead and type. Okay, it says excellent. I don't know if my stuff dropped for a second, and if it did, I apologize. Oh. Oh. Why would you wait that long? Oh, I thought he won. I thought he won. I did. I really did. But now we have 3, 4, 5. We dropped the south for sure. No reason to have it. Have any 7s exited anybody's hand? No, they have not. I have a feeling one of these two is probably just like holding on to 3 of them. It's unreal. I'm making things up in my head to justify being upset. We dropped the 4, I think. And then we hope for a 7 in between here, or just another 8, because another one of those have not exited either, which does give us a little bit of hope. If we pull this, we drop this. Skip, we don't need you. We also don't need you, and you should be safe. So we drop this. That's 3. We lose 3 tiles. We need 1 more. 5, 6, 7. I don't want to steal. I guess Jury does want to steal. I was thinking about it for quite a while, so I guess it's fair enough. It was free pickings at that point. We get rid of the 5. It's unfortunate because we could have had a 4, 5, 6.
No.
1,000. I think I'm gonna go bankrupt. Okay. This is good. This is very good. This is excellent. We drop a tea drinking. You can't keep getting pwned. Oh, don't worry. I'm getting more than pwned. I'm getting roaned. It's over for me. It's unbelievably over for me. It's impressive how badly things are going. All due to my own skill. You can't keep getting pwned. I can and I will. I can't help it, it seems like. But I think I can now. I'm basically free to do whatever I please. Especially now. Okay. If just like 1 correct tile comes out, it's over for all of you. I don't do it. He's falling apart. I'm not falling apart. This is the greatest I've ever felt. You can't understand, Koi. I'm seeing things that normal humans can't comprehend. My mind is simply too large. I know how to grab 2 different tiles. And it'll be worth points. We've got some hope here. We've got hope. We really do have hope. Any hope? Lovers here? Because I love hope right now. We just need like 1 tile. Just 1. Well, more like 2. We just need 2 tiles. Just 2. If we get a we could turn this into like a triplet, and we have like a few kids running around the house. I understand it would be hard financially, but I think we can make it work. But I really kind of don't want to work with this 1. I honestly might get rid of it. However, I definitely don't want to work with the 9. There's just something about how rigid 9s are that I can't bear to think about right now. Especially since we have one already slotted in. If I were to introduce another 9, we'd have to re-evaluate everything that we have going on right now. And I just don't know if that's going to happen. I'm in class right now, so you're not going to stay, but just want to say nice thumbnail. Thank you, Umaru. I appreciate you stopping by. Have fun in class. Well, I suppose it wouldn't really be fun, but you get the idea. I think we're more likely to get one of these instead of one of those, so we're just gonna get rid of that, I think. Maybe I should have gotten rid of this, and then we would have had even stronger chance between the group. because it's very unlikely that we end up with a 6. I think we did make a pretty good choice though, given what Locke has been up to lately. He's just got a certain vibe to him that says I would really like to shut down everything that Joe Bob has going on in his life, and maybe I would like to see him fall apart, which maybe hurts me a little bit more than he could possibly know. But I think we're all okay in the end. I think we end up okay. We fight now. We take one of these, we drop a tea drinking emote. We're fighters, we're winners. We won't let bad things happen. Not anymore. Never again. And then I kind of just need to win next round. I think we're gonna take our dealer win, and we're gonna try to like do what Jury did, except I want to do it like 6 times in a row with hands worth 1,000 points. To it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong here. There's nothing wrong. We're good. We're perfect. Furitan, if we did that, I didn't need a sumo anyway. I really didn't. I prefer a Ron anyway. It's better this way. Things are getting scarier now. I just need one tile, man. Just one tile. It's not that one. I would have liked it if you dropped the one that I needed. I know that north is safe, so we're good to drop that. I know for a fact that like probably everybody at this table is in Tenpai now. Just have a feeling, and both Locke and Toto would have pretty powerful hands right now, which I don't want to mess with. Whoever conned put Toto in a position where he could get disgusting points. And I would say I'm kind of shocked that nobody had to run there. I thought that was probably just it. I think we have to commit. We're so far in, and this is probably also safer to drop because it's so far out. It's a little disgusting that they needed it anyway, but as long as it's not a run, I'm feeling a little bit better about it than where I was 20 minutes ago. Man. I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a bad spot right now. A very bad spot. 5,400 points. Well below literally everything else. We have to commit. We know that this is safe as well. And I know for a fact Toto is about to steal it all for like a Mangan. And it's gonna hurt. Because look at all this. That's worth points. That's worth so many points, I think. I have no idea if it actually is, but they're like shiny. And I know that they are generally worth more points. The 8 is a little safer to drop, so we will drop the 8 and hope that everything just works out on our end. But at this point, we're kind of just in pure like cope mode. We're in one tile hell, and we've been here for a long time. Thankfully, the north came out again, and we know for sure it is completely safe. Eventually, the tile that I do need must come out, just like statistically, really. I mean, it can't keep like avoiding me. This is safe. We're good. Well, I don't know if it is safe. I just had a feeling that it was safe. The 3, you could have made like a 3-4 kind of thing if that was held on to for a little longer. Maybe make the hand even grosser. But maybe you don't need the hand to be grosser with how gross your hand already is. You probably don't wash those things. I'm sorry. That was a little uncalled for. I didn't mean it. We're going to continue to commit. That's all we can do. I don't know why, but I must have dreamed up that I dropped a 9 mon earlier. Oh no, I did. This guy over here, Locke, just happened to steal it as well. Maybe it's not stealing if I don't need it. I could have won. I really could have won if I just kept like any of the other tiles. It's unbelievable. Maybe their defense is too good, but I just like don't think so. Please just drop what I need. Please. I've been here for so long. And we're about to draw on this. I don't even think that repeats. I think that it just goes on to the next game, and I'm probably gonna get, well, I'm not gonna get drained because I'm in Tenpai, but I have a feeling that everybody else is, so we're just gonna get nothing. And it's gonna move on to my turn, and my pretty nice hand is gonna end up meaning nothing. And somebody, oh, okay. Where was it? A 4? Anybody have a 4? Lock. Man. Jury was not in Tenpai. She probably had 4s as well. Okay. Okay. We still get our chance to go around. Worse hand, I think, but like not completely horrible. We could have this be our pair. We'll go ahead and drop. We'll follow. Drop the west. There's no reason to hold on to the west. But I believe that we can probably drop the dragon as well next turn. I don't think there's any reason to hold on to it, especially since Jury also dropped it. The 4 is a little beneficial, possibly. I don't think we pawn that because it does not help us here. Messed up with the con. Oh, that's why you weren't in Tenpai. That makes sense. That does make sense. I was curious how you could possibly not be in Tenpai at that point. You're so far into the match. I'm feeling hopeful. That's all we can do whenever tragedy strikes. Ooh, this could be good. Would have cashed in. I would have cashed in too. If I had the potential for multiple sumos, like so many sumos, but I guessed wrong. Every single time I guessed wrong. It's insane. Now I don't know, your cash in probably would have been better than my cash in, but I don't feel the need to focus on that. There's no reason to compare apples to oranges like that, I think. I guess it wouldn't be like apples to oranges, but you get the idea. 6, 7, 8. A Sanshoku would be pretty incredible. Maybe I should have switched it to 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, and we could go for a 5, 6, 7 here, but that's just unlikely. So maybe sticking with what I have is just for the best. We don't need the 9. We don't need the 9 at all. We don't need any of what comes through here. The kinds of tiles that come through trying to help me, they think they know what I need, but they don't. They give me their advice. Their advice is worthless. And now I've stuttered while trying to make a serious point here. And now my own speech has become worthless. Nothing can help me now, not even my own mind. Nothing is worth going through. We give up. I think we do give up. Maybe they knew. What did they knew? Skip? 9, 8, 9? When is that one tile shiny? It has to do with the Dora up here. The tile that comes after is shiny and is worth more points. So even though like technically I probably shouldn't hold on to this, I will anyway, and I will drop the 8. Knowing that I will get an 8 immediately after this, but that's okay. That's okay, we accept our fate here. If we get a 6 or a 9, we can make that into a progression. A 6, 7, 8 would be cool. I would take a 6, 7, 8 for sure. I will not take you because we do not have a Yaku. 7, 8, 9. That works for me. That's great. That's great. I think we might be able to hold on to our 4 as the pair. We don't need you. But if we could switch to the 5 being the pair, that would be good too. That would actually be really good. Because then I could just drop the 4s and then it wouldn't be a great way. No, but we don't need a pair. Our Easts are a pair. Think of each shiny tile as approximately doubling your hand score. Ooh, so good. So if you get like a crazy hand, that could make you even crazier. Unfortunately, we are not going for crazy hands right now. We're just kind of going for boring standard baby hands and losing at all of them. I had low hopes for all of these hands, but they all went lower than what I had hoped for them. And I'm gonna be stuck here drinking. We get rid of you. There's no point to have you. I think we drop a board because that's me right now. Unfeeling, incapable of feeling emotion other than complete utter apathy, which I guess is apathy an emotion, or like Because it implies like the lack of, right? Oh, the 8 is safer. We drop the 8. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. We might end up losing this one. He is dealer, so if he wins, it does continue. So honestly, I might hope that he hits lock, because if he hits lock, lock will end up being closer to where I am. The pins are super dangerous right now, so we might end up dropping the 5, or we drop the easts and we try to fold. I doubt they need an east, so I think the easts are safe to drop. I think we might try to fold for now, because like the last thing that I want to do is get hit. Unfortunately, it looks like we might be able to transition into something. Maybe not. I might just start stealing stuff and then hoping. Maybe see if I can get a... Never mind, I'm not getting anything. It seems like we're going to continue on this path. I don't think it should be worth anything huge. Oh, maybe so. Yeah, it is, and it's going to hurt. I'm still not bankrupted, but we're at a strong 2,000 points. I don't know what's gone so wrong, but it has all gone wrong. It's gone horribly, horribly wrong. Let's drop the north. There's no reason to hold on to you. Beef Bob stealing all the tiles. It's just not even true right now. Nothing's true. I don't think anything has ever been true about anything. Reality is not real. Truth is not true. And Joe Bob is not Joe Bob. Jogging it, more like losing it. Because that's where we're at right now. And I don't know if there is a way for me to come back. I don't want to be too doomery. We could maybe aim for an E-Peiko. I would love to get another 2. The con has opened up a little bit of power for us. In a way that I did not expect. But we'll just have to see if it allows us to play into that. You're useless. Completely. I might... Well, what is even more useless is this west tile. So I'll get I'll get rid of the west next. Get rid of the rest next. I end up switching around letters a lot, and I don't really know why. It's like in the moment, like struggles, and I can't explain it. Let me drop the west for sure, and we might be able to get something out of this 2-3 shape now. Hopefully, we're going to play to win, even though you know, everybody else is like 20,000 points higher than me. At minimum. 20,000 points higher than me. Somebody here's a little like double that higher than me. The game here is weighted so heavily. You know what's crazy? Toto started playing like a week ago max. I'm not sure if actually even a week ago, probably less than a week ago. And the hands are just coming out like crazy right now. It's not working out for me. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. 4? Okay, 6, 6, 8, 8, 9. I think we drop the green dragon. Or we just drop the 2, knowing that we probably won't get it. But we probably should greed, because I'm so far behind. So I think I'm going to drop the green dragon. We could go for just a simple Richi Yaku. Instead of, because we don't need the green dragon for that. And the Dora gives us a little bit more of an opportunity to get some points back that we lost. Thankfully, we do have more than one, so we are in position for like a potentially much stronger hand. And I think we can probably go ahead and drop the 9. The 9, because either way this covers the same amount of tiles. And this can be our duo here. So I think what we should do instead is look for E-Peiko. I think we look for E-Peiko for sure. Joe Jong? Nope. I don't deserve the title. E-Peiko? For sure, I think is the way to go. Oh, maybe E-Peiko's not the way to go. We could drop the 6s and hope to... No, stealing wouldn't be good. We could hope for... I think we have to like transition things here. I think we drop the 6s. There's no way to know what he's looking for. The 6 is like decently safe-ish though. So I think we drop the 6 for sure. Unfortunately. As much as I love my Ipeko, and it worked out for us. I think we fight the Ricci. Dropping this is better for us. The weight is better. And I don't think they'll be able to catch on to what exactly we're looking for. And hopefully we can get Toto out of the dealer's seat, because as long as he's there, he can just kind of keep racking up points. Basically, if he wins at all, if he sumos, I lose for sure, unless it's like actually worth 1,000 points. Okay, if it's worth 1,000 points, I lose. Obviously, if he rones, the game just ends because I will be bankrupted. If anybody bankrupts, it's just over. That's kind of... Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Hold on. Hit one of these.
No.
Oh, thank you. You're saving the game, Jury, on my behalf. It's nothing insane, but it puts her in third. It brings me a little bit further up. I still absolutely could get bankrupted, but we're a little safer now. I should probably try to play this as quickly as possible. No more con. I see, aiming for specific hands. But we're going to try to play as quickly as possible. That way I can remain in the dealer's seat. Because then I will be able to just farm more points. Even if it's like tiny hands, that's okay for me. I want the points. So we drop the 8 for sure, I think. We already have a progression here, a triplet there. We should probably drop the random south we take. We drop the south. And now we have our Yaku. So we're basically free to do whatever we want. Until we get what we need, which is what I want to do this game, even if it's small points, just to whittle away. And then if we end up in a better position for a bigger hand later, that's okay. We're wood carving right now. These three, they're a whole tree trunk that we found outside, and we are taking our little chisel and striking it into their faces until they have like a nose, eyes, and mouth that is recognizable to some historical figure. We drop the 8. And I think we might be able to find something. We might drop this here. The constant conning has been interesting. I don't know what the goal is, and I don't know what kind of hands con opens up for you. So hopefully he just ends up accidentally furry tending himself. I would like that very, very much. Okay. I'm not going to emote. We're a little too far behind in too serious of a position to even attempt to BM, because I think they'll take it the wrong way, and then scary things will happen. Unfortunately, they've beaten me down. The BM actually has been eradicated from my body in a way that can't be helped. Superb. Okay. That's a little hurtful, because that could have been good. It really could have been. But we'll see. I think we still are probably in the best position on this table. So hopefully it just ends up working out. And now we're in even better position at the table. Hopefully they aren't looking at what I need. We are... Oh, it's scary. It's very scary. But I need to aim for specific things. I think we're probably okay here. I had no reason to believe so. The 7 was just put down, but that was before the Ricci, and the Ricci being enacted could change everything. Literally everything. We're good to drop this. We are. We need this. We need this more than anything we've needed before. Oh, okay. Half the table, well, probably the entire table is in Tenpai at this point. There's a lot to worry about now. I can't afford to fold. Why? I've been in Tenpai for so long. Oh, it's unbelievable. And now they're just like evening each other out. Oh, I was so close. That was my chance. I don't think I can come back anymore. I have to hope that I can run lock and go for third place. That's all I can do, is fight for third. Okay. Okay, we fight for third. That's fine with me. Well, we need points. I don't know if this is just a give up kind of moment, because I don't even know how I could get the, like, how many would I need? If I got like 8,000 points, I would end up at 17k and he would end up under that. But there's not even a guarantee that I end up stealing off of Locke, because Locke actually seems to do decently well defensively. I don't think he's played in yet. So it's actually pretty unlikely, unfortunately. 6, we dropped the 9. We should probably drop the white dragon as well. It doesn't do us much good to hold on to it. 7, 8, 9. 2. This gives us opportunity on both sides of the progression. So holding on to this is not bad, especially since we can turn this into a triplet. I think we hold on to the green dragons as a pair, and that'll be the way to go there. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that literally nothing that I've done has ended up working out. Have returned from Virtue. I'm glad to hear it. I hope you enjoyed it very much. It's been straight up losses throughout the entire course of the stream. So don't worry. 3-6M. You need Hane Matsumo to catch lock or direct 4 hand hit. Good luck. Oh. 3-6M. I assume that's what I need to look for. Drop this. Hane Matsumo to catch lock or direct 4 hand hit. It's horrible. I don't know how this game ended up going so wrong. I feel like I definitely did poorly in the beginning, but I do feel like that I fought for it pretty hard at the end. I think Locke is going for a quick hand, unfortunately. So he might be... We might need to keep an eye out for him. I don't know if he has Yaku. He might be going for all triples. Just based off of what he has out now. But I don't know what he would need. 8. 2, 2, 3, 6, 8, 8. We dropped the white dragon, I think. There's no point to hold on to it. If we can, I would like to get a 7 and then get rid of this 8. And then maybe a 4 to get rid of this 2. I think there is potential there. We dropped the south for sure. You see? What do you see? Oh, my bad. I didn't know that y'all could like see the chat and stuff. Need Hanemon. I was answering Jerry's question with the 3-6M was the weight last hand. Yeah. Oh. It hurts. It hurts so bad. I genuinely felt like I had it that last hand, but it wasn't meant to be. The morale is completely killed. Okay. Let us see. I honestly don't know what to do here. So we do have a few pairs. At this point, we would have had a full progression off of the pins, but there's no reason to switch in now. We can't afford to go for something cheap. We lose either way, so there's no reason to steal that. I don't even know if I can go for something expensive here, so I just don't even think that it works out for me no matter what. I don't know how to make a Sumo Hanemon per se. I'm hoping that the Dora will just be like enough, but I doubt it, unfortunately. I feel like I'm not even a player in the game currently. We're kind of like a bystander for sure. And all we're drawing are these pins. We're like we're in the bleachers watching the tennis ball go back and forth, except we get hit in the head by the tennis ball every other point. You're right? What do you mean you're right? Oh, I am a bystander in my own game. The 3900 hit, that's it. Okay. 4th place! It's incredible. I'll let y'all decide. I'm down for another one. Whether it be south or east, I can adjust it to be either or. Go ahead and let me know whether there's going to be more in. Commentary streamer, yeah, I kind of am, just like the guy sitting there saying useless information. Go ahead and decide whether you'd like to play more or not. I'm cool either or, and also let me know if south was simply too much. I kind of prefer south genuinely at this point, so I don't mind playing south, but I understand if that would be too long for the rest of you. South is just kind of fun to me now, like a lot of fun. It gives me a lot more. Waiting for 4 and 7 mon, it's crazy. I don't know what went so wrong. Like genuinely, Jobob was waiting for 3 and 6 mon. Don't mind either. They're both fun. Yeah, we were kind of like a mon sandwich. Well, I don't like that term. It's like I don't think that gives out what I want to say. But you can decide whether we go for another one or not. I don't know if Locke is wanting another one, or if not Locke, we could get... Okay. Is everybody ready? Oh, now Jury's not ready? Give you a minute? Okay, that's okay. I can waffle for a second. But throughout that, I feel like the beginning of the game, like, I was doing poorly. And I know that I was doing poorly because I was just playing in the stupid stuff, trying to get points to, like, separate me from the crowd. And then I did end up separating myself from the crowd, but maybe not in the way that I wanted to. I went to the party with a hidden deck of cards. I knew one magic trick, and I thought it would impress literally everybody. It did not. After that, everybody avoided me. That's the kind of Mahjong prowess that we have. And it looks like we are good to go. We will do another one now. So I guess we'll just hope that this one goes a lot better. Maybe they won't tear me down as much. I feel like the last one was just a little targeted. Maybe because it was constant. And maybe it wasn't like specifically targeted by them, but maybe like the universe outside had decided that my Mahjong was not worthy of being played even. And so it needed to put me back in my place. I did get a little bit cocky last time I was playing, so I would completely understand. I think we can go for the Dora here, which is actually pretty good. I would like to be able to separate myself from the pack again. However, this time it will be because I'm walking into whatever with the ability to sing the most beautiful songs that have ever been sung that humanity has ever heard. I think we dropped the 7. We should have dropped... No, we shouldn't have. We should probably drop the 4, though. What's R? It's these tiles, Cyan, they're dragon tiles. So this one is the green dragon. This one is the red dragon. And then you'll see another one comes out that's literally just like a pure white domino. And that one is the white dragon. I think we dropped the 5? I think we dropped the 5. No, we dropped the 4. I think we dropped the 4. We dropped the 4. Goodbye. We don't need you anymore. Yeah, it's a little funny because I feel like the designs for these are like so, especially this one. I obviously I assume it's like kanji and stuff. But you know, like these have a symbol on them. This one has a symbol on it, and then you get to the white dragon. It's just like, I guess it blends in, huh? I think we drop the 4 here. I think that opens up better opportunities because then we can get a 6 or a 3 here and then a 6 or a 3 there. And I think we're hoping to turn one of these dragons into our pair. We do still need a 3 over here. I am greeding just a little bit for the Dora. but I think that that's probably okay. We'll go ahead and drop the 5. I don't think we need to hold on to it, although we maybe could have actually turned that into our pair. I think if we find either a 1, 8, or 9, we'll probably turn that into our pair for sure, because this is a little bit of a riskier play, I believe. We'll drop the 9. We don't need the 9. Somebody is most likely already like near 10 pi, unfortunately, and it's just not me. We're not even close. I want to get rid of one of these honor tiles because we've been holding on to them for so long now. I think we're going to make it the red dragon, and thankfully nobody needed that, because we might just be feeding somebody the Yaku. We have like a big cauldron full of like carrots and celery and stuff, and we have a really big spoon and we shovel it directly into their mouth. We would like to avoid that if possible. Hopefully nobody needs that. We just can't adjust our hand for that right now. It would probably kill the speed that we do have, and the speed that we do have now is very slow, so I'm just too scared to do it. And I mean, I might not necessarily even have speed. This is safe to drop now. I need to get rid of the green dragon. Unless the next one just kind of does show up, which I would not complain about whatsoever, for sure. But we will have to see whatever lock ends up dropping. I forget that it's locked to my left now and not Toto. White tile made you think of Chameleos because there's nothing there. Going for the Monster Hunter Mahjong game. Imagine if it existed. Oh, this is our pair now. This is our pair for sure. Okay, and we drop the north next turn, definitely. We have an 8 now, so what we're looking for is something to complete here, something to complete here, or this is already complete, so we really do just need to probably drop this depending on what comes up. Unfortunately, we would have completed that sequence, but we're too far gone from that already. It looks like somebody needed that, but they decided not to take it, so they probably did not need it. Somebody does have some kind of mon thing going on, though. I have a feeling that it's probably Toto, just based off of his discards. So if he's in 10 pi, we want to avoid dropping mons, but I think we're probably safe to not drop them for the most part. We don't need that. We have a 4. We might go ahead and drop the 8 just to not play into anything, because I doubt that that is anything. If anything, it would probably be for lock, because he's dropped the 6 and 7. He might have like a 9 in there. I'm trying to be a little more aware. Oh man. That should be worth something. Okay, yes. It is a big something. So lock is basically in the position that I was in last turn. I don't know how that ended up going so quick. It's insane for the 12k. I guess basically going for something similar, but I didn't steal. 7, 8, and 9. I think we dropped the 1. No, we dropped the south. The south is a little useless to me. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. If this was just a little adjusted, we could have gone for Sanshoku. Unfortunately, it is not. This hand is Chanta. I don't know what does Chanta mean. What is Chanta? Give me a little bit of insight. Whether it be in chat or in message or wherever, I'll look at it. I promise. Outside hand. What does that mean? 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Is that 7, 8, 9? Or is it 1, 2? Is it 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9? Is it, what is it? We can probably drop the 1 and hold on to the 9. I don't think there's a reason to have the 1. Oh, maybe for the pair, but that's our progression anyway. We probably don't want the 8, so I'll go ahead and drop the 8. Let me look at this. Every sequence or pair includes a 1 or 9. Oh, okay. That sounds very good. Every set includes a terminal. So we have another... This is crazy. We could have ended up with an E-Peiko. It's too late though. We drop it. Every set includes a terminal. So 5, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. So how do I just have to get a pair then? How does this work? if every set includes a terminal. Is it a hand that I can play? We get rid of you. Because I'm trying to piece it all together and my brain isn't figuring it out. Realistically, the better option is to play this normally and aim for Ricci. That's fair. That's completely fair. Chanta is a little bit of a meme. Is it a good meme? Is it worth points? But, you know, I would be trying to figure it out on the fly. We could drop the 1 now, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 be the pair. And then we need to turn we need to turn this 5 into something most likely. Jury is horrible. Why would she do this? 1, 2, 3, we don't need you. We're good to drop the east for sure. Maybe Jury and Toto can fight amongst themselves and then we can live as peaceful bystanders. It does seem that that is the case. 1,000? That's what you were reaching for? It's unbelievable. I guess I'm third place now. We need to try to get something going so we're not just third place the whole game. We drop the north first. We do have, it's not bad. It's not bad. We have a couple of sequences already created. So the shape is not horrible. Unfortunately, the north came directly back to us. We have a boomerang, a pretty strong boomerang. The magnetic field. It's what keeps us all on Earth, and I have one built in. And people just come back to me. It's called a magnetic personality. Maybe you wouldn't understand. 9. 4, 5. I wonder if I can turn this into a 6. Yes, we can. We get rid of the 9. We aim for a 5 there. And then we could 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, and we probably need to drop the we drop the white dragon for sure. This is our pair. This is our pair. We lock that in unless a red dragon comes through, and then we try to figure something out with either the 9 or the 4 here. I think we don't need you. We drop the white dragon, looking deviously. I assume that that means nothing, but sometimes it does mean something. It's a little hard to tell with Jerry. She's difficult to read on the Mahjong board. Not as easy as me. Let me drop the oh, I guess I just dropped the 4. We decided what our pair would be already. So there's no reason to try to fight that with the pair there. I think we can probably get into Ricci pretty easily from here. We don't need that. But I also am trying to get a little bit better of tunnel visioning. It's hard to speak whenever you have to think at the same time, which I know sounds like completely like counterintuitive. We drop the 9 for sure now, and now if we get a 6, we drop the 4. But if we get the I think we just go ahead and drop the 7 depending on the situation, which would be unfortunate, but I'm willing to take that risk. We might need to start playing a little bit more carefully here. Thankfully, I don't think anything that I will be dropping will be a little... Oh. I think we try to get a little greedy now. 4, 5, 7, 7. We drop the 4. I think we drop the 4. You and me can be like Joseph and Abdul when they become magnetic. Oh yeah, I would love to. Let's go start poking random electrical outlets together. I'll get my fork ready. We can do it at any time. It's only the soundest of minds work on it. Did I mess up? How bad did I mess up? Well, I just figure, you know, like, it'll be fine. 5, 7. This is better now. The 8 is better now. We could have had that. Did he mess up? Oh, why would you even type it? You know what the answer is. I know she can't hear me, but it's a little brutal seeing that come through your own chat. He's lucky I'm not in his ear today. Oh, I need the coach on the corner of the ring to tell me exactly what to do. But 'tis so good. 'Tis so good. Unfortunately, we're dropping the 4 again. I can't believe it. I'm getting groaned at from the chat. Jury hit me with a basically groan earlier, except it was in the ooh form. The ooh form. Let me drop this. We have a whole bunch of honors tiles. It's okay, I understand streaming makes you dumber. It kinda does, but I just don't know if that lines up with what I just did, because I still don't recognize what I did necessarily. I'm taking the risk. That was completely unsafe, but I wanted to do it anyway, because I just feel like I'm a little close. I just wanted to greed a little bit. Is that so wrong? Get rid. Abort. 4, 4, 6, 6. In a different life, that could have been 7 pairs. Low diff. This lobby full of frauds. Unfortunately, Royal, I wish that I could participate in the confident speech, but I'm probably the biggest fraud here. You missed it, but I literally went 4th place the last turn. Yes. Okay. We do it. We go in. I wish I could hold your confidence though, Royal. You've seen. Thank you for finally working with me. It's been an honor to get to this point. It took me a long time to finally get something that I needed, but I appreciate the kindness. I can't believe it. We finally did it, and it's not bad at all. It could be better, but it's definitely not bad. And we are now. Why is he first? I want to be first. We have the same amount of points. We have a pair already. We are not in a bad spot at all. We dropped the 2. I'm feeling it too. We hold on to the white dragon for now, I think. I think we hold on to the white dragon, I think. You were right, Royal. A whole bunch of frauds in this lobby. I'm the only real player here. Koi counts as well, though. He's the only reason I could make it as far as I have. Tiebreak goes to whoever was closest to East Seat when the game started. Oh, it's RNG all the way down. No skill. Game is rock, paper, scissors. It's unfair. Maybe you should just be better at choosing. 2, 3, 4. You're useless. I'm on the dealer seat, so I mean, I don't see why I shouldn't like steal things from people. Fraud Jong. It's just true at this point. Come on. Can't you see how silly this all is? 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is probably a better shape to hold on to. It's skill when you win, but RNG when you lose. True. I think we dropped the white dragon, actually. But if it comes down to it, I think we get rid of the 5 and 7 before we get rid of any of this. I think that just makes more sense. The red dragon is also just getting tossed now. I think we play for a standard reachy hand. Unfortunately, without the dragons, we lose some of the speed that we could have, but I think that's okay. I think we'll be all right. I kind of want to scare them a little bit. Hold on. Let me drop one of those. It's been a while. Now they've been conditioned to believe that I'm in Reachy, or that I'm in Tenpai, not Reachy. Little do they know. Nothing's happening here. My hand is completely worthless, and I've never done anything valuable. The Monzi tiles are better than the Pinzu? Are they really? Well, I guess we dropped the red dragon because I already got rid of that. We're playing mind games that can't be. What? What happened? Oh, the delay is insane. Oh, this is probably fine. Toto's got Ricci. I just hope that like Locke ends up winning so that I end up in first place. I don't know what went wrong, but apparently something went horribly wrong. I don't know what I did. It's a scary sight here. Let's hit a big boredom. Look at 3M again. I'm looking at it. Am I missing something? I don't understand. 2, 3, 4, 3. Here's a 3. We have a 3. We have a 2. This is a sequence. 3. I don't understand. We can probably drop the 8. That's safe. I don't understand. What's wrong with it? 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Is it to like make it grow into something else? Better shape, I guess. Probably fine. Yeah, he had like just dropped before going to Ricci, so if he needed a west tile, I would have maybe screamed a lot. What are we feeling? The 4 is safe, but I really don't want to drop it. You're almost safe. I feel like you're probably good. Yeah. The 2, the balaclava. I don't know what they're wearing it for. Ugh. Oh. Oh no, this is gonna hurt me the most. And it's not a bad hand. It's it's like decent. You know, I'm just like in second. I guess it's better than last, but I was hoping for something there. We dropped the west immediately. There's no reason to hold on to this, but I feel like I could also maybe make this harder for a jury by just dropping the you play fast. We drop that. We've got our Yaku. We're just gonna get a super cheap hand and get it off of jury, and maybe separate us by like a couple of 1,000 points. We got our Yaku. It's okay. It's all we need. We drop the west as well, and now these two, they have to actually work for things. Well, me, I get to sit back and let things occur. We get rid of the 4. I don't think there's a reason to hold on to this. We get rid of the 8. The 8 for sure. I don't want that to be the pair. I feel like I could more easily transition this into being the pair, or one of these, depending on what tiles I end up getting. I think it's a lot better for me here. Okay. What do we have? A chi? 6, 7, 8? We'll take it. We will take it. Get rid of the 2. And then depending on what comes up, we will just keep stealing. We're thieves. We're plunderers. We might end up just drawing a 2 immediately, which is a little upsetting, but we did not. We drew something equally as worthless to me. Maybe not equally. I feel like it's got a little bit more potential than what a 2 would, seeing as how I just dropped the 2, but a 2 would hurt more for sure. And maybe that's what I should be thinking about. Okay, 2 left, 2 left. We get a little greedy. We get a little greedy. I drop a bored emote. I don't know what that makes them think about me, but we drop a bored emote. And I think we hope for a Tsumo. Would be the perfect plan. That way, like, I don't have to rely on them. But I'll take either or. I'm just afraid of having to... Oh. I would have just, like, won. And if I chose the other, I guess wrong literally every single time. It's unbelievable. But hopefully that next one will be coming out. I mean, they've seen a couple of them go down, or just one of them early on. Hopefully one of them will be willing to drop it for me. 2 is most likely good. Yeah. We had a 2 there, and 2, 3, 4. And the 2, 3 there. Probably not what they needed. For 10, we drop. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's a scary prospect, but we're okay. 6. We could go for something more likely to appear, but also committing has not worked out for me, but because of that, committing will work now. Oh, no. They needed a 6. 1,000, that's what I wanted to do. I'm still in second, but oh man. I just hate it. I despise it. I despise it so much. No. We're here already again. Drop the east. We don't need it. The east is worthless to me now. We go for what do we adapt to? We get rid of the 1 for sure. 3, 4, 6. This hand sucks. We drop the. Could get rid of the norths. It could act as our pair, but I just really don't see the potential. It's not even our seat 1, so we don't get anything special for it. So I would much rather maybe have a different thing. Let me get rid of the north again. 3, 3, 4, 4. What if we had an Ipeco opportunity? Just like what if? That might be my favorite thing ever. Ipeco is whenever you have like 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 in the same suit. Does not have to be 5. We also could now. Oh, that would have been crazy. I definitely could have switched into 7 pairs. We'll go ahead and remove. Sorry, I burped and stuff, and that was disgusting. We'll remove the white dragon. And then we'll also remove the 9. We'll get rid of the 1, actually. I feel like the 9 has better potential than the 1. I think if we get a 7 pairs here, we could actually be in a pretty strong situation. We have a 7, 8, 9. I think we get rid of the 9 now. I feel like the 3 is more likely to come through than the 9. Although maybe not. Like, they're probably holding on to 3s and stuff, so they probably already have a 3 in their hand. Locke has a Yaku now. Degenerate single tile away. Gee. 3, yeah, for his last hand, I assume. What's worse here? So we could switch off. I feel like Locke might have the souths, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll just have to see how things end up going. I feel like I'm taking too long to think, but I don't think that I can really be blamed whenever I'm sitting here also trying to commentate over the horrible decisions that I make. Okay, I was dreaming and I assumed that like my games had blurred together and that I had already put down a 2 before. But thankfully, we have a little bit more knowledge of the game than to do that. And now that the sun has gone down, we're firmly like nearing 9 o'clock. The candle is actually doing very well for me. If I can get a 5, I will just hold on to the 5 and then hope that I can turn this into maybe Ipeco 7 pairs, because I think that would be insane. I don't know if it works like that, but I would love it very much if it did. We guessed wrong. And I do need to like turn these into something, but unfortunately none of what we need is coming out. Most likely more than just Locke is in Tenpai by now. Locke for sure at least is in Tenpai, just based off of what he's been taking. I'm a little scared to put down the 3 because of him. Unfortunately, we might have guessed wrong again. I think we might hold on to the 2. It might be time to drop. No, the 9 is part of a sequence. We hold on to the 9 for now, unless we can get something more guaranteed. We drop the 3. 3 is unneeded by anyone and also a little less likely to come through for me, so there's no reason to have it. We do not need you. Unfortunately, we guessed wrong again. We would have like completed a 7 pairs by now if we had not guessed wrong every single time. Unfortunately, like, my luck is just horrible. We should not gamble. I should not gamble. Maybe you should gamble. I don't know what kind of luck you have. The Norths came back to me to haunt me and mock me. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but it must have been something grave and horrible. I apologize to whoever I offended to put me in these kinds of situations, but I hope that I can maybe make up for it in the future. We dropped the West. The West is unneeded by anyone. I believe already all 4 are down. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's completely useless to most everybody. And Locke got the Sumo, which actually does help a little bit because it'll hurt Toto, but it's probably... Oh, it's better than I thought. Manga, not bad at all. And I'm still second, so I'll take it. And it should put me a little closer to being able to close in on Toto. This is disgusting. I think we pwn it, and we get rid of you. We're just gonna play this one a little quickly, I guess, because immediately we have our Yaku, and it's also worth points because it's south seat, south table, which is just good. We'll pawn whatever comes up. We're stealing. We are thieves this time. Fraud Bob has completely taken the wheel. Unfortunately, I guessed wrong, and apparently I should have kept the 9, but there's no way to know. We're getting rid of the 5? We're getting rid of the 5. We're playing a completely degenerate hand right now, but I think that's the best way that I can guarantee my own safety. So degeneracy is what I will fall into, as long as I can destroy those below me that aren't quite as willing to hedge half flush here. Oh, by going for Mon. That would be interesting. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that would get us it. Anyway, I hope. I'm really not sure. But we'll have to see, because to be honest, if a 7 comes up, I'm just stealing the 7. We will take the 8. And I think we abandon the... Should we abandon the So, or should we abandon the Dragon? I think we abandon the So, and then we try to commit to the flush. I assume the flush can be completely open, because that's what we're going for. They should know that Mon is a little scary right now. But that's okay. I'm honestly not too worried about it. As long as one of them drops a 3, we should be in. A 3. That's all we need, and then the door is completely open for our own degenerate success. They should be completely scared of me. Can I con? This is a genuine question. Quick. Can I con? A little bit more pointage? What do you think? Or would that shut me down? I'm looking. Why not? Great. We're going to drop the 1 tile, maybe make them a little more suspicious, a questioning of what I'm going for. And then hope, like, conning would have hopefully have given me a 3, but unfortunately that's just not where we're at. Well, I mean, unfortunately we have to continue going with what we have. Jury for sure has picked up on it, and I'm scared that they're talking in there, like mumbling about what I've got going on, because there's no way for me to know. They might be all sharing inside information with each other, which would be horrible for me. I think we drop you, and then that should make it, maybe they'll question it just a little bit and be a little scared of the possibilities that may await them if they are to drop so's or pins, bamboo or circles. And then they'd be more willing to drop that 3 that they are surely holding on to, even though we're only like, we're not too far into the round yet, although we are to the part where we should be more scared. We are just going to drop the 2. If we were to get like a 5 Mon, that would be incredible as well. Unfortunately, we're fighting somebody up here that's also conning. which might turn things into a little bit of a scary situation right now. Maybe the repeated drops here will make them a little more aware of a little less aware of what's going on. They'll think that I switched my hand up a little bit. That's not somebody trying to run, is it? It is. It's horror. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, we dropped the 2. That's crazy. I thought he was faking it. He got into my head. Why? Why? Come on. I'm playing cool hands here. I swear. I don't know how it's going so wrong. It's going so wrong. It's not meant to be, I guess. No matter what I do. 7, 8. We could go for Ipeko. We also could go for a flush. I think we dropped the 9 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It could be interesting. We've already got a whole ton of tiles, so we for sure probably drop this 9. 2, 2, 4, 5. Maybe if we get a 6, this could be the pair. And then we could go for 4, 5, 6. We did get the 6. So I think we drop... What do we drop? 7, 8, 9, 6, 7. I think we drop the 4 because the 5 covers it as well. We drop the 4. I think we might actually be able to get a pretty quick tempai here. Because the a lot of what we need is like just on both sides. Because we could get a 3 or a 6 here, and we could get a 5 or an 8 there. And if this becomes a 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, then we also have a potential of getting another 6, which could give us even more points for the Ipeko if that does end up happening. It's just like super unlikely because it never works that way for me. Unfortunately, the world does not seem to work with me. I would love it ever so much more if it did, but that's not the kind of support that I receive. The support that I receive is more just groans at how horrible I am, and then I figure it out, and then we grow as people and become stronger for it. It's character development, character growth. It builds character, being bad at the game. No. Yes. Okay. 5 or 8, not bad. And that's super early on. They should be pretty scared. It's not super early on. It's actually probably like a pretty standard point. I was hoping that maybe that would open potential for more points for me, but it did not. After, I don't know what's after. He's, I guess, south, which is not him. So Jury might be set up for more points if she ends up with it, which is a little upsetting. Not who I want to have more points, seeing as how we're both even now that I've gone into Ricci. If I lose, then I probably do end up just 3rd place. Potentially for a very long time. Toto seems to be a fan of getting like super fast hands and then also having them be potentially worth points as well. The con doubles your Huradura chances. Oh. So it is worth something to him. That's not good to hear. I would have preferred if it was worth nothing to him. We just need like, we have such a high chance of what we need appearing, and like I just need it to appear. 1 tile hell. 1 tile hell? 2, well, I mean, it is 1 tile, but we have 1 tile and multiple. It's good for me. Oh, okay. I'll take it then. I will definitely take it, because I think this will probably be worth something. It's not all simples because we have a 9, unfortunately. But we do have a red 5, which will up the points, and then maybe we can get something going. But at this point, Toto's probably in Tenpai. I don't know about Jury or Locke. I assume Jury's probably in Tenpai now, but there's nothing that I can do about it. I feel like I made a good play here, so even if I lose, we don't lose. We never lose. It's just we always win. We're unbeatable. Well, we are beatable. You've seen it many times, but you get the idea. 5,800. It could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse as well. So I'll take it. Unfortunately, we're still like 10,000 points behind Toto. We get rid of the north. We don't want you. and the north could have potentially supported luck, so we like to be a little bit of a hater and cut off supply lines. 6-7 red dragon, we get rid of the 9, or not the 9, the 1. The 1 so is not good. I wonder if we could get a 2-3-4-4-5-6 over here with what we have set up. It just depends on what comes through. We could hold on to the south, but there's already one gone, and so I don't want to end up supporting Jury if she were to end up with another south later on in the game, and I did not have one. So we will drop that immediately, because that will just end up being dangerous. I think if we don't get a dragon after this rotation, we will probably get rid of one of those as well, because I definitely don't want them. We'll get rid of the green dragon now. Okay, we'll definitely get rid of the green dragon. Toto's already got his Yaku, which is a little frightening, a little scary. We also are dealer, so I could try to play quickly. Get rid of the green dragon. What should I try to be building off of? Unfortunately, East seems to be off the table for me. Lock is already in Ricci. So we might need to think about playing something safe, but I don't think we have anything safe to play. Probably the 1. It was just played by Jury, and also this was just played by Locke, which means he's probably not looking for a 1 unless he needed like a pawn, which just seems super unlikely. Let me emote. It's stopping me. My power's been cut. Looks like somebody might be stealing. I think we might. Well, we're definitely safe there. Drop the 1. It's useless to me anyway, just based off of what we do have. 8. 7, 8. So 4, 5. We can drop the 2. He probably doesn't need it. 4, 5. Well, the 3 would have been pretty good there, either way. We'll just see. I think this opens up more opportunities for me anyway. So hopefully things end up working out. Toto's probably in Tenpai by now, just based off of how small his hand is. So I definitely don't want to play into it. He probably needs a pin. This 4 is probably safe to drop, though. We need to keep an eye on him and him. Hopefully, like, Locke ends up taking from Toto, and then we get a little bit evened out here. We have a 6, 7, 8 opportunity, but I'm a little too scared to drop the 8. The 7 should be safe. So we'll get rid of the 7. We're going to try to build up something that can be played, but it's not going to be the priority. The priority will just be to not lose. 7, we don't need it. We could drop the 8. That should be safe. Was played right here just 3 turns ago. Or 3 rotations ago, so I guess it wasn't a guaranteed safe thing, but it felt like it compared to some of the other things that I had. This should be safe, just played then. But, you know, things change pretty rapidly, so maybe some of the assumptions that I'm making just are not correct. This is definitely safe. We'll play it out. We're going to be defensive. We're in 2nd place, and I don't want to lose it. 7, we don't need it. White should be safe. This red dragon I don't think is safe anymore. I have to hold on to it until I see one go out. So that is unfortunate, but this is good. It should be anyway, because there's lots of 1s, 2s, and 3s out. And 1 is useless on its own, and seeing as how like all the other 1s have been played, we're good to drop it. I'm using the intuitive reasoning of a champion right now. Here's the red. So we know that red should be safe unless they're trying to make that their pair. I think what we might do, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. We could aim for that. 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We drop the 8 because we know it's safe. Because we can get the, we have a 4, 5, 6. We would rather get like a 9 here anyway. And then I think we can probably drop this other 4. And this will be our pair. We could Ricci, but that feels super dangerous. I think we just keep it under wraps. And we go for the red dragon. We know that this is safe. We can back out if needed. I would rather not reach you right now. I feel like somebody else is holding on to the red dragon pair. So we're just going to continue doing what we are doing. This is probably fine. And try not to play into lock. We are in Tenpai. So we will get points if this goes on to a draw, which I will certainly take. And lock played directly into our hand. We're defensive gods.
No.
I feel like that was very well played. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Even though it is like 2,000 points, I ended up winning. I feel like that was like incredible thought processes from me. Like actually, I think that was good. 3,200, and we also get to continue going. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Koi. Okay. 222669. I think we dropped the 9. It was, that's worthless to me. Second place, woo, true. We get to remain in second place for at least a little while longer. And what that does mean, Cyan, is since we were dealer, the round repeats. So we get to prolong the game for a little while longer and hopefully build up more points. Obviously it could backfire, but if we're playing well, it shouldn't. I think we drop the West because I don't want... If anybody gets their free Yaku, I don't want it to be Toto, because ultimately their goal right now, outside of just getting points, is probably to get me off of dealer's seat. So I have to be aware, like very aware defensively of what I need. I might con it just to see what happens, but I'm also scared of it, so I don't know if it would be worth conning, because I don't know how to play around cons yet. I don't know what that means for me. We could try to make it like a 2-pair kind of thing and then go for... I think we just drop it. I think we drop it and don't play around the con. It's a difficult spot. Do it anyways. Do it anyways. What do you mean do it anyways? Why would I do that? I'm fearful. I don't know what to do. Came back here in my reasoning. 5. Get rid of you. And now we can maybe go for something a little cool here. We could potentially go for something actually pretty cool here. We're scared of the con. It could have opened up something cool for us, but I'm playing this very thoughtfully. So I just don't think it's worth it, unfortunately. We might get rid of the 6, but we might also get rid of the... No, I don't think it's worth it. 1-3, I just don't think is a very good shape. Not worth going for anyway. Let's hit a board on that one. And also a fearful look to the side. We know this is safe. Unfortunately, we did just get the boomerang directly immediately after. That seems to be my favorite way to get this stuff in here. 2227. This should be safe. I think we're good there. As long as I don't play into Jury, I need to hope that Jury hits Toto. So I think... Oh, this is difficult. I think we get rid of the 3 here. This potentially opens up something better, but also this is scary because she's dropping a lot of... We're gonna do it. Okay. Hello? Hello, Jury. What do you need? Can I help you? We dropped that. Was I taking too long? Oh, I apologize. I was discussing things with my chat. My good friends in chat. You know, this is good. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a little scared of getting rid of the dragon. We've had it for a little too long. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. I think I like that more than this. It's also unlikely that she's betting on a... We're laughing at Locke's hand? I would love to oh my god. East, south, west, 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 east, east, north, north, green dragon. It's incredible. He might have the red dragon. We're probably good to drop the white dragon off. That could have been a Nagashi Mangan. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's crazy. We know this is safe. We don't need you, nor do we want you. 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. We just need like one more tile. I think it'll be safer to drop this off instead. Is that okay? That is not what Jury needed. This is a scary proposition. When you discard only terminals and honors until the end of the game, it rewards you with them. Oh, that is insane. So if he had more terminals, he could have been set up for something incredible. I want to say that this is probably safer, but it's probably not. I want to say this is probably safer. Okay. I wonder how often that would even happen, because the game would have to be relatively quick. It's not. Man. This is crazy. But then, like, there's no way to know that you're just going to end up stuck like that. We know this is good. We know it's safe. I would love to get into Tenpai, but that might not be the reality that we live in. I think somebody's probably holding on to what we need. This is probably fine. So I think we're probably safe to just keep tossing things. I assume that Jury and Toto are probably the only ones in Tenpai. We dropped the 4. We know it's safe. Seen only one Nagashi Mangan in 500 games. That's incredible. Okay. The draw. Oh, it was only Jury even. Okay. Not a problem at all for me. She only got 3,000 out of that, and it keeps me and Toto at the same ratio. All last, we don't get to keep the dealer seat. It's just unfortunate. Hopefully I can play for first, but there's no way for me to possibly know. Okay, 4. We get rid of the 1. Easy. Easiest choice of my life. And then we do have this, which is a little bit of a Dora, which would be incredible, but I just doubt that we get that lucky. We do have a already completed shape there. There's no reason to get, well, actually this was just worse than that. So my bad. Pawn. We could go for easy just to keep Jury from continuing the game. I think that's what I might end up doing. Just to keep myself in second place. We totally could play for first, but I have a feeling. I wonder if I could actually still make... If I roan... I could totally roan Toto. If I roan Toto, I think I win. With basically anything. Not literally anything. Obviously, it would have to be like a few thousand. But I think we could for sure easily get like something that's worth a few thousand. I don't think it would be that difficult at all. 2, 3, 3. We dropped the 1. Definitely. Jury pulled the south, so I wonder if she has something in mind. Something a little disgusting in mind, maybe. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. I'm gonna, whatever happens, I'm going to be robbing whatever hits the ground. Because I need it. So, I hope you understand. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. 5. Can we get rid of the 3? I think we're more likely to get this 4 than we are anything else. The other red dragon has not left anybody's hand yet. Hopefully it won't until we're in Tenpai, or we just get it naturally. 3, 4, 5, 5, 7. We dropped the 7. Because more likely than not, we'll need this 5 to end up being a 4, 6 for it to end up being worth it. But we'll have to see. I really don't want anybody to get their hands onto this red dragon, especially if they're waiting for it. If we can delay, that's just fine with me. Even just get into Tenpai and wait out the game. We can play it a little sneakily. Try and degen that as your pair. It's the only way you hit first. Okay. Then I will try and get it as my pair. I do believe as long as I can like Roan Toto, I think the chance is not completely unheard of. It's crazy how often my tiles are getting stole. There's no way. There's just no way. Oh, it's not bad. Oh, it's, and the game continues and I'm in third. That puts her into first. They were good games. It was good games. It went horribly long. Wrong. Horribly long as well. It's been over not over 3 hours. It's been about 3 hours. I would love to play more. However, I don't think I want to do it on stream unless this stream gets disgustingly long. You did clutch. You did clutch. You might have hurt everything. I had no idea that I was playing into your 12,000 point hand. And I had no idea that it was going to completely end everything like that. But it did. I'm going to wrap things up. If y'all want to keep playing Mahjong, I'm more than happy to after stream. I would just prefer it not to be on stream so I can give myself a little bit of a break. Wondering if anyone was going to give the red. Did you have the red? Because I was waiting for the red. It was a good choice because you tried to degen it. Yeah, that makes sense. I was scared of getting rid of the red. Good games. You had 2 red? Okay, I had the 1. It was a good thing that I didn't drop it. Well, I suppose it didn't really matter because it all ended up being the same anyway. Good games, Toto. Good games. Your 5-day prowess is incredible. No, it's just beginner's luck, I'm sure. I'm sure. Definitely not anything else. I will read names. Thank you, Jury. Thank you, Toto. Thank you, Cyan. Thank you, Topa. Thank you, Holland. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, Locke. Thank you, Koi. Thank you, Royal. And I believe that is everybody. I will be back tomorrow, maybe a little earlier. I might do VLR a little bit longer because tomorrow is Memorial's Day, so I have a little bit more time than usual. I have yet to decide, though. If I do decide to start early, it'll probably be about 5 or 6 p.m. Central. And I might go for... We'll just have to feel it out. I'm not going to promise any time. But I will be back tomorrow, Virtue's Last Reward. Monday is the new day for Virtue's Last Reward. And then I will be back Wednesday, Signalis, most likely beating it this week. And then Friday will be a one-off, Sunday will be a one-off. Any of those days could end up being Mahjong, Balatro, Katamari, whatever I want to do. We'll have to figure it out. 2 weeks from now, most likely, will be a Sid Meier's Civilization 6, like 8-hour stream or something. And then... Not 6, I mean 5. And then I'm planning something else, something a little bit more special, but I will let you all know a little closer to. I do still have to get some things ordered, maybe one thing that can cut things. So I'll just have to let you know on that. Otherwise, I am all done for today. I will talk to you all on Monday, tomorrow. Thank you all for showing up. Today was a lot livelier, a lot more people coming through and watching than I had anticipated. So I would say that today was actually a pretty successful stream, all things considered. It's Mahjong. Why would more people show up for Mahjong? But it was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you all on Monday. Goodbye.